Oh, we have three people here. Hello, how are you? Oh, we now have four people. You're going to say hello? Thank you for joining, wherever you are. I'll pop the StreamYard link up on my panel for a bit. Okay, sorry, I was just putting the copying and pasting the StreamYard link and doing all that jazz. Hey, hello there, Ant. How are you, mate? You okay? Hope you're alright, darling. Thank you for joining as always. China doll. Oh, my little China doll. Bless you, darling. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm in pain, but I have to say, it was flipping awesome. I absolutely loved it. Loved it. Just for a couple of hours, just being in a different sort of world was incredible, to be honest with you. Painful or not, sick or not, it was flipping mint. And adrenaline has kept me going, guys. Oh, hang on a second, guys. 2 seconds. David, hello, sweetheart. You okay? Shit, I was supposed to message it. Sorry. I've had so much happening since I've got home, sweetheart. Like, you know, it's been a bit bonkers. But yeah, thank you, China Doll and Exploring with David Scott on Heisenberg. And all you need to see, thank you for joining. Hope you're all okie dokie. Hang on. Thank you, David. I know that's you. You're giving us a wave, yeah? And you're going to blow us a little kiss, yeah? Come on now. See you, big sis. Nice one. Thank you. Can somebody please remind me in a few minutes, whenever possible, I need to stick this in the microwave, okay? It's a heat pack, a wheat heat pack or whatever they're called. So yeah, I just need to pop it in the microwave for like a minute and just wrap it around either the back or the hips. Thank you very much. Right, David, here he comes.
Hello.
Hello, sweetie pie, my little bro from flipping YouTube. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel different than I do normally when I come in here. Let's just put it that way. But you know, in a very good way though, from you know, pushing myself, really, really pushing myself and doing everything you've got to do when you do these kind of things. And I've literally just had 2.5, 3 hours of that, of my time amongst lovely people. I have to say, it was awesome, and I cannot wait to see these flipping photographs now. I am so excited. So yeah, bring it on. Heisenberg, hello, sweetie pie. How you doing? You're asleep? Well, that's amazing that you can sleep and text talk at the same time, love.
Magic powers.
Yes. Hello there, hope you're all okie dokie. All I've done is go and do what I've learned to do over the years, but I've been, my situation with the health issues and all this, yeah. I used to work full time, but unfortunately I can't do full time anymore because of all the health problems. However, I am allowed to, and then I'm able to now and again, as long as I'm not having a bad day, a bad flare up with my health and being really sick and all that shit, then I can try and do a couple of hours here, there, and everywhere. So it's been about, I'm going to second July, August, September, October. Right, it's nearly been a year and a half since I've done what I've done tonight with this little mini shoot, let's put it that way. And
That's wrong.
it was it was it was awesome though. It was amazing. And there was supposed to be another model that turned up, but she never turned up. I was the only one that turned up, yeah. And apparently, from what I know, she's fit as a fiddle. And apparently, from what I've heard, possibly she could have come up with a potential bullshit excuse to why she couldn't be there. And I'm not being funny, yeah. Unless I was really, really poorly and struggling, or I had the kung flu or something like that, blah, 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 whatever, yeah, okay, fine. If you have to postpone or cancel and give them as much notice as possible, fair play to you, love.
Yeah, but at
However,
least you would have had an excuse there.
yeah, but I mean, this woman, I have no idea how old she is, who she is, where she's from, nothing. All I know is there was me, and I was one model, and then the other model was supposed to be there too, and she literally let them down last minute, mate. And that's what pisses me off. Unless you've suddenly become sick, or you've gone and got the kung flu, or something like that. Chris the Brick, is that actually you, love? Sorry, someone keeps trying to pop on. Can you please
Right.
wave at me, blow me a kiss, whatever? Hang on. Okay, I just saw a light. That was it. Kiss, please, bitch. Yeah, you make that effort. Thank you. But yeah, hang on, let me just let Chris back on. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating when I found out last minute, literally minutes before I'm about to get ready and do all this thing. We find out that she's basically not turned up, and I just got told this 5 minutes after walking in the door. So I was like, no pressure then, love. But we did it. We got through it. We had fun. It was painful. It was painful but fun. That's probably the best way of describing it. And I've not felt this proud of myself and this little fuzzy feeling and getting right now from adrenaline. I haven't felt this in over a year, and it is absolutely spooky mint to feel it again. Booyakasha! Anyway, hello everyone. You're right there, Mr. Chris the Brick.
I am, love. Just remember to put that fucking thing in the microwave, love. You asked for it to remind you every few minutes.
Thank you. Right. Remind us in another 5 if you can, please, love, because right now
No,
my arm ain't
that's all my
moving.
brain cells gone. All my brain cells are gone there, love. How you doing anyway, love? It's nice to see you alive. Your notification popped up, love, and I thought, just be a nebby bastard and pop over and say hello.
Oh, bless you. Well, thank you very much for coming over. How you diddly doing?
I'm all right, love. I'm listen, love. I'm absolutely fine. It's
Good.
well, David.
Yo.
You were on Dino's last night for a little bit, weren't you, mate?
I was, yeah.
One of the few channels that get a little bit of normality out of me is yourself and Deanology.
Thank you.
You know.
Thanks, mate.
Well, David, what I meant was Dino and Laura. I've never had the blessing of coming on yours yet, mate. You're like rocking horses shit with your lives, mate.
Yeah, I know. I need to get back into it again, to be fair.
I'll help him with that. Where darling, want to meet you in a couple of months. If
Yeah.
that, we'll be helping each other out of our YouTube live streams, videos. We have a lot of ideas up our sleeve, Christopher and everybody. So just you wait, love.
I'm fucking sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for it, Laura and Dave, mate. I am, but the thing is, you do know I'm going to be listening, watching, and learning from yous fuckers because mine have just went proper tits up. Mine are just random as fuck, and I got porn bombed 5 times in one night. One of them I was on for 5 minutes and he went jumped on the panel, so I went, fuck it, I didn't need to do this. It's hard graft.
Yeah.
You don't know how you do it.
It can be challenging at times, love, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, it's people who do that though, like, you know, sweetheart, they're just like the lowest of low, really, aren't they? They're just, you know, how low can you go?
Porn
How
bombers
low
don't even
can you
bother
go?
me no more. Don't bother me in one bit.
Good lad.
Sorry, David.
Good on you, boy.
I was just saying, porn bombers don't even bother me no more.
Oh, they ticked the fucking one off my bucket list for me, David, if anything.
Have they?
You know, they got sick of it in the end. You know why? Because it was like, well, I'm deleting the live anyway, so like at least come on with something entertaining instead of you know, the prefer. But honestly, it's embarrassing for them afterwards. You know what I love? I love to pick them out and home them down and have a bit of like see if they are as fucking tough as they make out to be on YouTube, because this is just YouTube, right? But you know, when they're sitting, they'll troll, they'll sit and slate in the background. Some people will jump on a panel, but you know, the ones that sit in the chat and go for people, and you get people that are affected by it. I love to just step in and just go, right, fuck you, because I had that vile piece of turd. Let's not say her name, but that vile piece of shit who hovers around YouTube. She was just saying some disgusting things the other night, Laura, about people.
By the way, Chris, before you carry on telling me about her and other things
I've
you
never
want to
said
tell
a
me,
name and I'm not going to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind if you do, because I have a bit to get off my chest as well, and then we can move on. I was just going to say dead quick, yeah, in the chat, thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thank you for joining as always, and welcoming my little buddies on here on the YouTube live streamage panelage. I was just going to say, China Doll, she said, well, you're a professional, though. The show must go on when you do the job that you do. Laura, does pressure spur you on? Yes. Pressure
China
can
Doll.
spur me on, definitely. It's you know, it's one of those ones. I was sort of last minute tonight. I was put on the spot. I was not expecting to be told that I was going to be the only person that was there for like just 3 hours. 3 hours of work, and it's been like nearly a year and a half since I've done this kind of work, my modelling. And when I do it, like I've always said and explained before, it's literally a few hours here and a few hours there. It's nothing mega at all. My body cannot handle that right now. So all I was going to say is, when it comes to pressure, hell to the yeah.
You thrive off it, don't you, Laura, love? Realistically, you fucking thrive off it, love. And you, a wise woman, I don't know if you'll know her, Laura, she once said these words to me, right? I cannot remember who it was. Let your haters be your motivators.
You know who that was, bitch.
Fucking Mother Teresa, was it?
I'm
But all
nearly as
joking aside,
small
Laura,
as
love, this is a very short visit from me, love. Honestly, I just wanted to pop in and say hello to you, love, because your notification came up, love. Let's just say I'll always fucking pop in and say hello to you. As much as some people mightn't find us very fucking welcoming or whatnot, you know I'm very respectful, yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, I like you. I don't have a problem with you at all. I met you through Flippy and Tricky Bricky a few months ago or something, didn't I? Something like that.
Yeah. Me and Tricky have been back and forth once or twice, but we still love each other.
Good. I'm glad you do, mate. I'm glad that you still got love and respect for each other.
I hold no grudges on YouTube, Laura. Someone's going to own up to something they've said and done, and whatever. And again, I've been called out a few times, and I've said some things that I've would have had to have said, like, sorry, you're right, I didn't agree with that. But to me, You try and keep it a bit above the belt if you can. But there's certain people on you, and I'll let you continue because you've got some things to get up your chest. But certain
No, it's
people
fine.
will go that low and put themselves into a bracket where realistically, who the freaking hell are they wanting to entertain or like it? It's the small-minded people on you like that low right here. You never let them get you, because look at what you're doing now. You just said you've done a fucking good day's graft a day in your eyes, love, right? 3 hours of something you've never done in a long time. You felt it, you enjoyed it, and you're looking forward to more, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Can't bloody
So
wait. And when I get these images, yeah, from the shoot I've done tonight, I'll put a couple on here, and when I do my live streams, I will show you more, yeah? Honestly, I've seen the back of the camera images, mate, like raw images, obviously no Photoshop, no editing, nothing. It's literally take the image, take the picture, boom, there you go, Laura, there it is there. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, is that me? Are you sure you're not just like there's somebody that's just turned up that is pretending to be me in that
I
little
was
red
your
dress
stunt double,
over
Laura.
there?
I was your
Honestly,
stunt double,
mate.
love. I stepped in with a wig on and like that pictures of me. Anyway, all joking aside,
All
Laura and
right.
David, mate, right?
But you
I'm going to
know what,
disappear
mate?
now, people, right? Because it was just obviously, I'm not going to disrupt you for too long because you know how
No,
serious I
Chris,
can't stay very
please don't
serious for
feel
too
like
long.
you've got to bugger off.
No, I
Nah, I
don't.
don't
No,
want you
Laura,
to
love, Laura.
bugger off.
No,
Nah.
I'm just saying you used to, you didn't need me degrading your conversation because you know how stupid I can be
No,
sometimes.
no, it's fine. Listen,
That's
yeah,
alright, man.
you
Stay.
have every right to get it off your chest like David does, like I do. We all
Oh,
do.
nah, but
And when that
David,
bitch
David,
has been doing
David,
what she's been
brutal.
doing,
David is brutal. He is brutal, David.
I was brutal earlier to fucking
You
Shady, I'll tell you
fucking
that
yeah,
mate,
much.
mate.
come
I
on now.
fucking
Let me
love the
hear,
way
let
you
me hear
do
the
it,
tea.
David.
Come on. Tell
I
me
was
more. Tell
brutal
me
to
more.
Shady earlier, I'll tell you that much, fucking calling me out.
Exactly, bud. Right now, listen. Do you know? You said the name there, China Doll. Big fucking respect to her. She's in your chat, and I know her from Deanologies.
Yeah.
Dino, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care what anyone fucking. You put yourself down a lot, you know. But yeah, David, did you see what he done last night for us, mate?
I did, yeah.
My life, that was fucking heartwarming. That was eye-opening. That was like humbling. And I thought, fucking hell, you know, it didn't.
What did
The
he
people
do?
didn't. He left us. Well, he basically gave us a tutorial on doing lives by letting us see on his way. He needed to empty his bladder. Love, I loved it. Me and David will tell you the truth, right? He goes to the toilet a lot, right? And he used me as an excuse.
Oh, he
No.
takes his breaks every half an hour or something.
Love, I love.
I used to follow him. I used to watch him. I used to join him with his lives, but I don't anymore. I have my reasons. Well, I do have a reason, yeah.
Well,
And it was a while ago.
that's everyone's got their reasons for not doing something, right? But for me, love, I'm the biggest flip flopper on YouTube, the biggest panel slut you'll ever meet, right? But I would never see anything about someone behind their back on YouTube, right, that I wouldn't willingly say to their face. And this is why I enjoy being able to go where I can, because I ride alone. I'll carry on doing that. And as soon as someone was to tell me that you can't go there, I don't like this one, I don't like that, I'm give you a choice. I love the fact that you've all got your little disagreements, but you still have a bit of respect for other people. So me, I'll come here even though certain people might not follow you. I'll go to this one and that one, but I like all sides of this YouTube. The only thing I don't like doing is getting roped up into it with real life.
Yeah, and what I don't like as well, sweetheart, I understand everything you just said and agree 100%, yeah? But what I don't like either is when I can't even just like have a little moment sometimes. For example, when my cat died a couple of months ago now, if that, Mr. Socks, who had for nearly 10 years, yeah? A lot of people supported me on that, and I really appreciated that because I needed that all the way. However, we then had the nasty side of it, and that bitch, that little witch, yeah, had to make comments yet again, and that's what gets me. And I don't want to mention a name, however, I feel like I need to get it off my chest, mate.
Sorry, B.
Indeed.
Well, do you know what you said, Jelani? Love, listen to this. She called Down syndrome kids mongs,
Yeah,
right?
And she
They
said she
put,
put them in a
they
bin
put
as
odd
well.
socks on, giving people
Yeah.
with autism stick, right? And like, sitting there, and the vile stuff that came out of her mouth, love. Can I tell you this now, Laura? You know,
Yeah.
you don't, if you're going to sit and you're going to let her get to you, she's won, right? Honestly, love.
Oh, you won't.
You do this for me, love. Or not for me, for just everybody else and yourself. Continue doing what you're doing, right? And don't focus on the one or two negative people. Even if there's 50-50, focus on the positive. Or if not, just focus on what the fuck you're doing. Because if it means that much to you, you'll do it. Whereas for me, Laura, I love taking people like that on board and just challenging them and giving, like, if they think they're fucking like twats, I'll give them back just as good, but not going that low. They love
But you
YouTubers
know
who
what,
like.
Chris? Yeah. I'm sorry to chip in there quick, love. I was just going to say I agree with everything you said there, and thank you so much again for saying what you said, because it makes complete sense. I know for a fact that David Scott, he sat there probably on the edge of his seat like, yes, mate, I agree with everything you're saying.
I am.
However, this Zara bitch, yeah, you know some of the stuff she's done, right? And again, I don't want to have to keep bringing up her name. However, I have never in my life, after doing the singing, the modelling, the entertainment industry, being in all this now for 10 to 15 years or something, all in all, sick or not, I have flipping seen some horrible things, yeah, and I've been thrown some horrible things at me too. However, I have never in my days of being alive on this planet for nearly 37 years now, have I ever come across a person, man or woman, cat or dog, saying the stuff that she is saying, thinking it's acceptable when she's got children in her house to do that, as well as knowing, and this is why I said the other week to her and to whoever was listening at the time, I don't like mentioning kids and children. However, can you imagine, yeah, if God forbid Zara B's children were to look up online their mother's name, what would come up? Because it's got to the point now where it's diabolical and it's going
Well,
to
a
be
picture of a
everywhere.
bulldog chewing a wasp will come up straight away, because that's what she looks like.
And I don't like saying this about people at all, right? Especially women. I don't like talking about anybody's body size. However, I don't like it when people also chat shit about their body size. How can you be less than £100, which I worked out the other day online was basically 7 stone, okay? Right? How can she be 7 stone when I feel bad just saying this now? Yeah, I'm not like her. I
Laura,
can't just.
don't feel bad, because she doesn't feel bad saying shit about you. So
Laura, do you want me to
Yeah, but
continue it
you
on for you?
have
Because
to
I
make
didn't give a shit, mate.
the roles, mate. Yeah, flipping
She's got
sausage
7
roll,
stone.
mate.
The 7 stone she's talking about, Laura, is when she's sitting on a chair and putting her feet on the scales, right? She doesn't stand up, okay? Right? Because if she did, they would say to be continued, right? They're not fucking good enough to weigh the full stick. A head is the weight of a Land Rover, right?
Yeah.
And all that is, it's the bullshit that's up inside of that head, right?
Yeah.
It is. But you know, when people like yourself get wound up by her, right? This is what she wants. Ultimately, love, if you don't get this, she's jealous from people like yourself. Much as you don't want to think that, right? But when you let her, because what it is it's technically bullying, because you're not that way inclined, right? But can I tell you this? Either ignore her, don't give her the time, or just like rip the fuck into her. And you know what it is? You might not win, right? But don't let her think she's got you, because she's been clipped left, right, and centre for saying these horrible things, and she's never been seen for 3 days now. So
Yeah. Well, I understand and I agree. I mean, I should probably maybe throw it at her a bit more now and again, but at the same time, I feel terrible just sitting here saying what I've said then. I don't like taking the mick out of people or their appearance or anything. That ain't in my nature. That's not in my blood, mate. But at the same time, I know I need to slip in back myself up now and again and defend myself.
Do you know if you live in a glass house, Laura? Do
Do
you know if you live in a glass house, you shouldn't be throwing stones, basically.
Very true, dear. And thank you again, guys, for coming in the chat. Hello, everybody. Turbo Gamer, China Doll, and everyone, thank you for being here.
Much respect to the chat. Hit the likes, show you care, right?
And also, Laura, don't feel bad about saying shit about her, because I know for a fact that she would not feel bad about saying shit about you.
All I'm saying is I
love you, David, mate. You're a fucking good me, like.
It's true, though, isn't it, Chris?
You've got a very like-minded mind of me, mate, right?
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's fucking true, though, man.
Don't get me wrong, David, right? That woman, if you ask me, right, I could lock on a wheelie bin, duct tape it shut and put on a fucking fire, but shit doesn't burn. Do you know what I mean? So she just come out with a tan that she went in there with, because let's face it, it's false tan what she's got on. At least she'd come out properly fucking tanned. But honestly, imagine, can you imagine having her?
Horrendous, mate. She's that horrendous that she's got most of us all pent up here, like.
No, she hasn't. Honestly, love. I'm absolutely made up, right, man. She came on, embarrassed herself, right, and hid for 3 days. It's like, if you're going to get pulled up on something, right, and put yourself out there that much, and then hide because of what's happened, then you have just shown your strengths, right? She's showing her strengths. She ain't coming back on you for a bit, right? When she does, it's when she's got to pay her OnlyFans page menu, a membership, right? Because she can't earn enough fucking money off her contents off there because no one wants to watch her. So Crinkle pays it for her on a monthly basis, but she's got to do 5 or 6 bombs a day.
Right, listen, yeah, boys talk between you. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, yeah, right, David, this is where it gets fucking nitty-gritty. Yeah, this is where it gets the shit, mate.
It is, yeah. Definitely.
No, you're like me, mate. If you're gonna let it get to you, it's gonna get to you. Like, look at Dino. Look at Dino. The shit he gets off some people and the way he deals with it, and it's like, look at the different characters he has on there, David. Like from you, myself, Biker, China Doll, you know, he's got like Von, you know, all these different people. It's like we fit a certain narrative in one way, sense of form, but I mean, I could leave Yana and Gara with a fucking some of our life and just be the biggest twat to anyone that deserves it. But so can you. You laugh like that.
I couldn't do, yeah.
No, mate. I'm dying to see one of your lives, like David, mate. I really am, bud.
Well, I'm going through a refurb with my channel at the minute, so I'm getting out of this shit community that we're in.
That's never gonna happen, David.
What, getting out of this community? Hello? Chris, you there, mate?
Yeah. Boys.
I'm here still.
God, you scared me there. I was like, I can see that the screen's still on from where I'm still right now.
I don't know where Chris has gone there. He was talking to me, and then the next minute.
Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Right, cool. Carry on, boys. Carry on. I've just walked back in the room. Go for it.
Aye. Take me out of this, David. YouTube's a nice place to be sometimes, but it's also, I think if you're gonna let it get to you, like say your narrative. What I remember you saying was people with mental health problems and trying to create a safe place for certain people. I've learned now that, you know, that there, in this side of the community, when you've got a name that people recognise, you're gonna get trolls in that chat at least that are gonna pick away at the, let's say, the people with a mind that kind of stomach some of the shit, and it's not fair on them, right? But if you can create a different platform, mate, under a different like alias, go for it, bud.
That's
Just
what I'm
different
trying
mix
to
of
do.
two. Different mix of two.
Yeah.
But I'll be you. If you want to give me the names of the twats that you want, mate, I'll put them on my naughty list, and I'll gladly hunt them down one by one.
Well, me boy,
Shady's one of them.
sorry to jump me dead quick.
Shady's had it off me, David. He come on me pan, tried to get on me panel all night, and I kicked him fucking straight off. I dropped him like a bad habit.
Mate, he outed me
Show
earlier.
your face, please, Daryl. Blow me a kiss, love. Everyone can do a thumbs up anytime. Blow me a kiss, please, Cocker.
Daryl Adams.
Daryl Adams.
He's a good lad. That was my psychiatrist there, Laura Lovers. You've got a red avatar.
Yes. He's giving me thumbs up, but he ain't showing his face. Is that defo him?
Listen, I tell you what, Laura Love, has he mentioned something in the chat?
He just said link, please.
It's probably Daryl, right? But I'm not good. Look at Daryl. I've never seen Daryl's face, and I know him very well. It's one of them ones, but he's put his thumbs up to you, love. Just put your blank screen up, just if you're not sure.
Okay, right, hang on. So what, if I put myself on big screen, yeah?
Yep.
Right, hang on. Solo layout. I need to put my banner up soon. The ministry did me blessing. Right, here we go. So, let's hope this fucking works.
It's me, Laura. Don't worry.
It's Daryl, love. It's Daryl.
Don't worry. It's me, my love.
Oh, sorry, mate. You scared the poop out of me then.
No. You know what? I've been watching you for a while, Laura, and I've been really pissed off with the idiots. I understand why you like that. You get me? So that's why I had to put a few messages in the back. So it wasn't your fault. That I understand where you're coming from. So yeah, it's really me. How are you?
Hey, Daryl, I don't have to put my face up. You know, I'm trusted on you.
Yeah, no, Chris. What's happening, bro?
No, if you didn't know, me and Daryl are fucking really close friends on YouTube,
Very
and this
close,
twat's got me number in real life as well. So you have to put up with us on a daily basis.
You know what? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that Chris got my number behind the scenes. You know, honestly, God, you fucking hell, honestly, I swear, honestly.
How long have you two known each other here for then?
You know what, Laura? I've known you more. That's how mad it is. I've known you from Fighting Souls. Honestly, I've known you a long time. Yeah. If you get on to me, if as I said, I went on first on when I'm Fighting Souls. What about? Do you want me to? I'll speak with myself. I'll do it on me normal eyes, but I'll speak it to you, Laura. You always give everyone else respect. So, okay, fair enough. So yeah, about what? I'd say about January, February. I go on all the boxing sites, and because don't forget, there's YouTube and there's this side of the community. It's a totally different ball game, isn't it? There's YouTube where you watch highlights, funny stuff, and there's this side of the community which is a totally different world. That's fact. So getting into this side of the world, this community, whatever they call it, is about 9 months now. And I remember you on Fighting Souls. I remember you with that string. I remember Bob. I remember Uncle K was on there at the time and all that.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
Yeah. And they all come from Fighting Souls.
Please. I'm not doing it myself. Yeah. I know what you mean, mate. Because I've been like in that community. Well, I was in that community for a few months, like you were saying before. I was there from like beginning of this shit, about nearly a year that I've been doing all that too. Yeah, defo. Yeah, similar time with you then. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Laura.
Yeah, man.
I've been subscribing for ages, but I mean, it's mad because when you look into it, and we all have our different people where like, because you can have like now what's changed as well. You've got like the autism, whatever they call it, community, and then the normal community, and then you've got like, it's totally different now, and you've got the DH and all the bacon side. You just want to troll, and you have the normal gaming side, and now it's I'd say the last 3 months it's changed. It's completely fucking stacked on YouTube.
So where do I put into all this community side, David? Because honestly, mate,
you know what, mate? Laura asked me a question, mate, and And I love you to death, lad. You know that with knowing you, but I've known Laura more without her knowing you. I've known Laura fucking 8 months without her knowing you.
There's a diamond, isn't she, Darren?
She's brilliant, mate. And you know what?
Oh, cheers, darling.
And you know what's
Bless
been
your
pissing
heart.
me off the last few weeks? I've been watching because sometimes I always say to myself, you know, because I do my own channel, I'd rather just watch some channels, you know, instead of putting in nothing against anyone in the chat, nothing against anyone in any chat. Just that once you do one comment, you're engaged then. So I'd like to just listen, you know, where like I don't have to put anything in the comments. I've got no views. I don't have to write to any trolls. I don't have to rip any little bastard who's doing me head in. I don't have to like argue for the host if someone's giving them shit or whatever. So sometimes I like just watching. And without you knowing, Laura, I've enjoyed yours the last few weeks. I really have, without me putting that on.
Oh, bless you, darling. Thanks. Nice one.
And you know what pissed me off, Laura, which really, really pissed me off in regards to these TVs from your channel.
What, sorry?
No, I mean the P-bombers. That's what I'm on about.
Oh,
I've
right.
watched them.
Yeah,
and it's been hard not to put nothing back because once I start on them, and then what happens then is they'll probably come over to mine if I give them shit, so you can't win either way, can you?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? It's that, for goodness sake. Yeah, exactly, darling.
You can't win either way,
There's fucking good, genuine people out there, you know, I love that do actually like genuinely like you for you. So you see, Daryl, as much
Laura,
as you don't, I'll be
Laura,
honest
you
with
are
you,
brilliant, by the way. Your personality, you're infectious, you know. So you know what? I was going to come on about a month ago. Yeah. You tick every box, girl. I'm not even messing. Not even messing. You are unbelievably good without you even knowing. Do you know that?
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you. Bless you.
No, fuck. That's just normal being myself, and just facts. What was you saying, Chris?
I wasn't saying anything, mate. I was just saying how nice it is for people like Laura to realise that, you know, obviously she knew me better than she knew you, even though you knew her longer. So I'm having that one.
Yeah.
Right? But really, Laura, you see, Daryl, he is a genuine nice bloke, love. He is
we don't
like,
have to go on about coming to me, lad. It's
well,
sound.
no, I didn't, right? I won't for long, right? So just shut up, right, please. He's like a sponge, Laura. He sits and watches. He listens. He takes everything in. Right. He's still got my lighter as well, like. But we'll leave that one for another day. But honestly, love,
I'll tell you the story about this in a minute, Lord, after Chris finishes.
My notification went off right when she would come on live because it was random. So I was on a different channel, right, and this came on, and you know, it's like one of them ones. It's like, right, just pop over to see Laura for 5 and whatnot, you know, and. I came in for 5 minutes, but I've ended up fucking, you know, my shrinks ended up coming, which is Daryl Adams.
Well, do you know the mad thing about your 5 minutes could last fucking 5 days, lad?
Oh, that's the come on, me, Daryl, bud. Come on.
Honest to God. We'll get on this then, he's just mentioned this, so we'll bring the story up, which is so funny, yeah. I done a live, I don't know, how long ago was that, Chris? Maybe weeks ago, yeah?
Nearly 2 months ago.
Was it? Yeah. Wow. So anyway, Chris must be absolutely, he's in cloud cuckoo land, isn't he? So you know he speaks for Britain, don't you? So he won every medal award. He wins the Oscar for speaking. So we know we're giving that anyway. It's not even worth giving him any awards no more. Everyone just doesn't turn up. He just wins every Oscar anyway.
That's it. So no compliments.
So moving swiftly on to Chatterbox Chris the Brick. He just randomly come back on my live he said, right, I'm not coming back on your live again. I've spoken too much and I guarantee I'll speak to you tomorrow fine. No worries, Chris, take it easy, lad. He comes back on the live 5 minutes later and goes, has anyone seen my lighter? I'm like, are you okay, lad? What do you mean? You're on YouTube, mate. We don't know where your lighter could be. We don't know where you live. Anyone seen it? No. And I went, no. And he went, all right, then we'll not come back anyway. I went, no problem. I thought, this is a loony bin, this. Let's let all patients in. Let all patients in. Get on this. About half an hour later, he comes back and goes, oh, I'm blaming yous. I go, what's happening, lad? He goes, "No, I'm blaming you." I'm like, what? What for you? No, it's not for you later. He went, "No, I've just hurt me toe and I can't find my glasses." We were like, "Oh, okay." My head was battered. Then I'm thinking, have I really signed up for this? So I said to Chris,
You
I
get
said,
it now, though,
"Okay,
David,
then,
haven't you,
fella."
mate?
I'm
So I
good,
said, "Okay,
mate.
fella, it sounds good, but I don't live with you if that's okay, mate." And okay, no problem. Well, I'm not coming back. All right then, Chris, sound, mate. Take care, mate. Comes back on every bastard 10 minutes for 4 hours. Honestly. Honest to God.
It's
Ever
just
since
so
then,
boring.
I had to give him my phone number behind the scenes. I had to, just to get him off me live. I had to. Honestly. He wore me down.
Still don't get off them though, Daryl. I'm still fucking there from start
Where's
to
your
finish,
life,
aren't I?
Chris? And how's your toe?
I've been told it's been passed about like a wank mag in Durham jail. So it could be anywhere, whatever corner of YouTube it's in. It's probably run out of gas now, so it's no good to me.
Well,
By
ever
the
since
way,
then,
James
yeah.
Donna has said, "Don't trust these two, Laura. They're up to something."
Who's he on about? David and you?
Who's that?
James
Yeah.
Patrick McDonough. He's binding
Big
rope, Daryl, mate.
mate.
Who
James
is it?
Patrick McDonough. James is a good bloke. He's a wind-up
He
merchant.
is.
He is.
I
He is. Listen, has him
I
and
don't know
Mosley
them.
made up yet? Are the Kiss made up?
Hmm?
Him and Mostly Insects have got this little tit for tat going between them. I think they fancy each other really. Right, it's going to bug him now, Lover, because he doesn't really right. So this is where I get him back. Yeah,
I've not seen Mostly Insects in a while, love. It's been a
neither
good
have I.
few weeks since I've seen him.
No, but
Yeah.
James Patrick, you see, honestly, look, I tell you what, he loves his reggae music, Daryl. If you didn't already know, James Patrick.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, that's the mad thing, isn't it? Imagine Laura come on mine, and people be like, "Oh, who's Laura?" But without us knowing, because we've known each other for ages. So I understand the chat. Well, not against you, Laura. I do. I know most of your chat, but I'd say half of them I wouldn't have a fucking clue. You know, when I'm looking through all the messages non-stop, I wouldn't have a clue.
Well, I'll vouch for James for you, Daryl, mate, if that means out. But he's just having a wind-up. But I think he's more of a wind-up merchant than me, let's say that.
I'm just being serious. You know, it's mad, isn't it? We all like the same things, but we have totally different people in our
Listen to
chat.
this, Laura and David. This
There
fucker,
are.
right, the other day, someone jumped on his panel, right, and basically what they'd done, right, is they got up and went, "Well, I'm here to have a roast with you because you tell me chest puffed out and everything." Right? Davil's lives are calm, right? They are very welcoming and calm, right? It's good for the feng shui, you know, and the anxiety levels to bring them down, right?
Yeah.
This
It's already
kid
bringing
jumped
my
on.
anxiety levels down right now. I feel like I'm in a podcast. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
Well, this kid, yeah,
Is that
David,
100% banter? The normal 100% banter that's in the chat?
no, 100% banter. Is 100% banter on the chat?
Yeah, man, that's what I mean.
He's a legend as well. He's a
Is
roaster,
that the
which
real
will roast in
100%
the
banter?
chat, and he'll roast on the fucking panel as well. If it is a real 100% banter,
Yeah, he's winding us up, look. But seriously, I don't trust this, darling. There's something shady going on here. So it is 100% banter. What's
of
happening, lad?
course it is.
Okay, I
Banter,
didn't know him,
banter.
mate.
Just say this to banter. Just ask him. Is him and Buzz Tex related?
He was related.
This'll get him up, yeah. I'm telling you now, Lova, if you haven't got a 100% banter icon in your StreamYard link in a second or two, right?
It's nice to have the real banter. I'm on, as I said, I'm on the panel, aren't I? I'm usually a mod, and all things on. Not better when you're a mod, you know, to see if they're real and that. But when you're on a panel, you don't know, do you? So is that real 100% banter? Is it, Chris?
I haven't even read the chat, right? But what I'm going to say it is, you know, Banter's a brilliant mod. He's one of them ones that can.
Oh, he's got him and Sean Wayne are going on it 10 to the dozen, aren't they?
Oh well, it's definitely banter. Definitely banter of him and Sean Wayne are going at each other.
Oh, lad, they're going at each other like cat and dog, aren't they?
Yeah, it's great.
So you know what I done? I modded them both on my channel. Saves all the bother.
You see, I'm tempted to jump in the fucking chat now and get amongst it, but them two, you know, it is. I wouldn't even try with them two. The Rip was a new one.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Because when you do your own lives, Laura, it's mad because you have people coming in and out non-stop, and it's mad because people will come backstage, won't they? and they try and put you down. You know, in regards to the deal, what they'll do, it's not just about the P-bombing. What they'll do, they'll change the name. So what happens is you'll read out this name in the back chat, which probably is racist, whatever else, and they just want you to read out this name. They've never been in your chat before. So once I mention that name, I've got to then shut my live down. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And it's crazy what they're doing now. And they're shouting stuff in the back. They're not just porn bombing now. They're shouting stuff in the background. So that what that means is instantly got to shut it down. And like, if you're an hour in, you're like, wow. It's crazy what they're doing now. It is mental. And that's why it's good to have the mods. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. But the good thing is though, you're only getting porn bombed and whatever else is when you're doing something good. I've been told.
All jealousy.
So me doing so us doing well, it's because the jealous type thing. We're not being big headed, whatever else. But if you're a tiny little channel, you won't get porn bombed on a tiny channel. You'll only get porn bombed on a channel that's on the up. Do you know what I mean? It's mad how it works.
Do realize I'm dancing around outside right now because I got porn bombed 5 times in one night, right? The other day.
Did you?
Yeah, look, you ask Banter right now, right? You ask Radio Babs, you ask Manx Man, right? I'm fucking shocked.
The other day, how come I went in your live? When was that, Chris?
They got Daryl. It was the early dark hours where I linger into.
Oh, was it?
Mate.
Oh, fair
then. So what it is, Daryl, is they ended up getting bored doing it to me. It was like, wow. What's the point?
No,
you know, so I kind of ran them out.
Do you know who it was that was porn bombing you, Chris?
What?
Do you know who it was who was porn bombing you?
I know exactly who it was because I mentioned certain names and they popped up, right? If you want us to just see who I think it was and what it was about, I'll tell you right now.
Did you, Chris? Did you actually know it was?
Listen, Darren. Do you know what you do? You listen, you learn, you watch, you hear. Okay? Yeah. And then when you mention a certain name, right? For example, Laura, am I allowed to just say their names or not, love, or do you want us not to?
Brett.
Go for it, right? I heard go for it there. So what I've done is someone asked us my worst 2 channels, right? On YouTube. Yeah. And after I done my own live, right? And I mentioned it again, and Mr. Deegan was the first one and Zara B was the second one. Realistically, they're on par.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what it is, because as soon as I mentioned that, I kind of knew if I kept triggering away, I'd maybe get a response the next day. I didn't expect 5 minutes later, I mean, for the chat to bounce up 10 people. 10 people bounced up in the chat numbers, right? And nobody else was really commenting. This is why you looked out, and no one else was really commenting much. And then I was getting like cesspit pictures, Andrew J pictures in the background, fucking this one, you know, them trying to pretend they're somebody else.
Yeah. Wow.
But I was just letting them on me, and I was trying to put full screen up and trying to kick them off. I kicked myself off once, right, and left them on. And like Fanta was shouting words over them to try and drown them out. Bless them, honestly, mate. But in the end, I was just, fuck it, let's go for it. See who it is this time. Boom, stick them on. And that is not one of them had a decent porn bombing video. It was ridiculous, mate. It was just as well. But 5 times in one night, I thought myself, look here, Mr. Deegan, I'll tell you this right now, right? And this is me going to get like...
I don't know them, but I've heard of them. If you
right, well, Mr. Deegan lives in Narnia, Darryl. He's that far in the closet, he lives in Narnia, right? But I'm telling you now, David, mate, David will respect me for saying this, right? Because David is a man, but he's comfortable with where he's at, aren't you, David?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Mr. Deegan is that far in the closet, he's in fucking Narnia, right? He is, right? And Zara B and Crinkle, Deegan, and I'm going to even mention a couple, in fact, I'm not, right? Because they're the top 3, right? They're all in a little corner and a little bubble with themselves, right? And once you say something about one of them, the triggers go off, the WhatsApp group pages start going, and then they'll all come over. But you know, in the end, mate, when they can't fucking win, stupid, they just back down. They do.
Mate, as soon as you start talking about it, their fucking cage rattles.
Yeah, they are, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? I've known how to get back at them. You just don't mention them in any breath, basically. I know that sounds weird, but they want to hear time and not
mate. It's the truth.
It is, isn't it?
Shady's the
I've
latest
got
one,
onto
isn't
that.
he, David? Shady's the latest one in that fucking circle. Although he's been in there the
Oh,
whole time,
fucking
but
hell.
he's just been outed a bit more than he wanted to be now,
Yeah.
right? So he's the
Who's
fourth
that,
one.
Shady?
I've got, listen, Davil, you know me, bud. I do not give
Yeah,
a fuck what I say on
he done
camera,
bad
right?
on
Because
ministries,
if
didn't he?
it's my opinion, I'll say it, right? But these fuckers are that twisted and vile, right? A PayPal account,
Yeah.
£5.50
They're weird,
or
aren't they?
£15, yeah.
Why do they want to ruin channels? I physically don't get it.
Because they're low lives and they've got nothing better to do, and that's why.
I know David is crazy though, isn't it? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it neither, Daryl, to be fair, mate.
Oh, I get it.
Honestly,
I get it. I get it. You know what? How I get it, right? These fuckers have got like 1,000 subs between them all, right? And if whatever subs they have got, it's like, you know, for example, Shane made of 1,000 subs, but 15 of them, right, are from one person, 25 of them are from the other on different devices, and then like it's just they'll push their subs up and make them look more popular. Watch how many people come in that chat, right? Listen to the people. If they've got a decent channel, they would not be doing what they're doing because they would have entertainment. It is because they are bored, shallow-minded, and fucking pathetic people. And I'll have these all day long, mate. I will have these all day long.
Well
for
said,
fucking,
right,
Chris.
Lord
for
of Gill, you
charcoal, mate.
own that stage, kidder.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Well
Well
said,
said
love.
there, Chris.
Yeah, man.
You know
well
what,
said,
mate?
love.
I remember when I first started my channel. I remember Charlie used to always go on flavours, yeah, and she always used to cause mad, you know, with the vile fucking things that she says and that. Sorry for the swearing. And so she was always in my, you know, when I first started my channel, 3 months ago, she was always in the backstage going, Daryl, please, I need to explain. Daryl, please. You know, the first time I got porn bomb, get on this, and the only time, and this is so mad, even though I'm on flavours every day. First time Flavour was on my channel. 2 minutes later, I got porn bombed.
That's not a coincidence, is it?
And he's never been on my channel, even though I speak to him every day, you know, in this channel. The last time I got porn bombed was when Flavour was on my channel, and Flavour's never been on since. So I always wind him up by saying, bloody hell, lad, did you bring them over with you or something, did you, lad? You know what I mean? No, it is a bit mad, though, isn't it?
Just thinking with his pants, right? And Zara had him in his pocket the other day, mate, right? I was on Flavours, innit? I love Flavours. I've even got his number, Davil, right? I've even got... So, I'm telling you this now, I've hammered Flavours as well, right? But he's owned up to his mistakes, right? And you know, if he lets that vile piece of crap back on his channel, he wouldn't even put the link out for his regulars, right? Because he was sitting groveling, she was groveling in his luggage. You know what it is? I was thinking, Flavours, are you fucking deluded?
100% banned.
Are you deluded?
He's under
And
the
he's not even
mate.
thinking.
See this? Just pathetic. He's under the thumb on another scale, and she just won't let him go. She knows what she's doing. He's latching on like a flipping baby and just not letting go. He can't let go.
He's like head over heels for it, you know.
But to get hammered for it, Lova, I'll hammer them for it as nice as I possibly can, but as dark as I can possibly go as well.
I was going to say, don't be too
Yeah,
nice.
wow.
Fucking hell.
I mean, oh.
He could say about a million bad things about her, yeah. All she needs to do is just one message in the chat, and he's like, oh no, she's not even that bad, you know. He's head over heels for her, man. It's crazy.
Right, mate. Okay, does anyone know if this is true or not then? Has Flavours and the Wicked Witch of the West, as I like to call her, because I don't even want to give this bitch airtime, to be honest with you, yeah? Wicked Witch, right, of the West. Has the Wicked Witch in the West and
the dirty slut with Carla
met up or whatever?
Yeah, they met up once. Yeah. Once, 100% facts. Yeah.
Okay.
It was only in a local park because I'm from Liverpool, so I know whatever Flavour said and whatever else, I knew exactly. And yet they met up for a little tiny bit, yeah, 100%. No funny business or nothing. Just that they did meet up, and Flavours winds everyone up, and he used to wind Crinkle up by going, yes, I've got your missus, and then what's Crinkle goes back to him, goes, no worry, but about 4 months ago, I'll get you back. Fucking hell, 50 porn bombs later, they got him back.
Listen, have you seen how you wind Crinkle up? You know when he tries to talk science, and when he tries to talk science and stuff like that, and you listen to him, and he's like, But you don't understand the concept of what's going
No,
on.
it goes, hello,
You
bro.
Crinkle,
It's me,
Crinkle is a
bro.
fucking
It's
dickhead. That's
me,
what Crinkle
bro.
is.
Why you
I'm
being
like,
nasty,
listen, Crinkle,
bro?
mate, look, you've smoked far too much fucking crack this evening, right? No one's even interested in your fucking seriousness. You come on here as the biggest porn bomber. Like, let's face it, you know, when you've got a ring, right? You have a ringleader, don't you?
Yeah, Crinkle's the ringleader.
Crinkle's a ringleader because I
Yeah.
believe Crinkle's got
Yeah.
money. I believe Crinkle's got money, right?
Oh,
If
yeah.
money
Crinkle
comes
Yeah.
from
pays
No,
Crinkle,
he
Yeah.
shows all his watches.
Crinkle
How do you
pays
know
off
they're not
Shady
fake?
for fuck's sake, just
yes,
for clout.
How
David,
do you know they're not
yes,
fake?
he
If
does.
he
Watches
can,
that
if
he
he
keeps
can
showing.
give Mr. Wadey woo woo, I speak to people like Poo Poo, yeah? If he can give him 200 quid like that,
That's what I'm
just
saying,
as a
yeah.
one-off, yeah? I ain't being funny, he's a rich bitch.
Crinkle pays off Shady for fuck's sake, just for clout.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shady then
Strange one,
decides to
though.
decide he can try and defend himself. And then you know what it is? You know what it is? He came on me live the other day, right? And I come on, and I went, and I again, boot, kicked him straight off to let him know that you ain't welcome, yeah, bud, right? But if you want me to come anywhere where you are, bud, right? I'll tell you, I cannot stand people like that, right? I've never been porn bombed since, right? You know why? Because I'm getting clued up with a finger tapping. Like, you didn't press
That's the
this
one.
button when you meant to press that
Yeah,
button.
get on
You
it,
know what I
mate.
mean? Aye. But I'm thinking of setting a different channel up,
But
right?
you know what's so bad about it? You know what? It happened. You know, the second time it happened to me. Thank God. Fucking hell. It happened to me after about 6 minutes, and I could literally delete the live. You know, if that happened to me 2.5 hours later, I'm finding you where you're out, you're getting it. But you know, after
Oh.
6 minutes, I thought, oh, at least I'm getting porn bombed. It was only 6 minutes in. But you know, if you're an hour and a half in, you're like, you've got to delete the thing, or that's the
Yeah,
chat,
it's a
haven't you?
pain in the arse,
You've
isn't
got to
it?
have
It's a
the chat
pain in
No.
because
the
the
arse.
can't work
No, you
or
see, this is where they've got you
horrible.
people, right?
All the
If
way.
they
You
know
put
you're
that
worried
hour and a
about
half,
your
though.
watch hours, that's what they're going to do, right? Did you not notice that? Well, I took all of my videos down off my channel the other week, right? Every video I had on it, I took it down, right? Every one of them. And my new lives have come up, right? And fucking, I've put one clip on, right? One short that I had, right? And it was a previous short, right? And
Yeah.
it's still got 7.2k views, and even though it got 17 prior to that, right? But it shows
Yeah.
them fuckers that I ain't bothered about watch hours. I ain't bothered about whatever. And you know that they cannot fucking stand it, mate, right? So this is why I've got them on my radar, because I've got nothing to lose on YouTube. It's you fuckers I feel sorry for, that when they do try and come in and do something like that, right? It affects you because you're proper YouTubers, mate. You're doing stuff like this and you're good at it, right? Me, I do this for fun, and it's pissing us off now that they're not playing anymore. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you know what's so mad? Laura don't know this. What's so mad? I've worked my fucking ass off to get my community page. And then everyone's got one now.
I've got one too. I've got one too.
It's
I've got one
unbelievable.
too.
You know how hard I
I'm still
work to get
working
my
my arse
fucking
off to get
community
one.
page. Watching it. You know what I
I
mean?
thought you had to have 500 subs. You don't.
Lads, you can have one now if you've got 100 subs. I don't get it.
Right,
I
that's
do
well
not get
changed
it.
then, hasn't it? Because I used to get 500 flaming
Yeah.
subs to get that.
It
Yeah.
took me 2 months to get my 500. Now they get
Yeah.
given out like fucking Smarties.
Exactly, love.
I haven't got
don't
one
get
yet.
it.
I'm still working my arse off to get
Yeah.
one.
David, how many
David,
subs you got, bud?
yeah, it's weird. You just have to ask for one
230.
now. You have to
Now
ask,
you
130.
can
ask
have
for
one
it.
by now then.
Yeah, you have to ask for it, David, and you just get one now, mate. No
Oh,
words,
do
no
you?
like.
Okay.
There's no 500,
David,
no more.
David, I'm going to
I
advise you
worked
something.
hard
Come
for
on,
that. Me
Davil's
and Laura
live.
worked our
Davil
arse
will
off for
stick
our
your fucking link out,
community
mate.
page.
Davil, David deserves more subs than he's got, bud, right? You're the fucking key. Fucking,
Yeah.
you're the pro getting people's. Hey, David, he boosted my channel up from 191, mate. Now I've got 260, right? And it's
Fucking
like,
hell.
you know,
Oh.
this is where the places like
Yeah,
Davil's
what
and
a
that. And if
darling.
anyone in the mods in the fucking chat can put David's link out there, if anyone hasn't already got it, then please
Well, cheers,
fucking
Chris.
get over there and
Yeah.
fucking subscribe to him, man. You know, he's a good lad. I'm not asking you to subscribe to me, because if you come over, I will
As
torture
soon
you
as
if you
I
want
get
it.
off this, David, I'll subscribe to you, mate. As soon as you get
Oh,
off,
thank
mate.
you,
Don't
man.
worry.
Thank you. You don't have
Yeah.
to,
Honestly, yeah.
but thank you.
Of course.
Bless you.
Well, you know, the mad thing is, which people don't know, and it is crazy because, you know, when like you go on a channel and everyone puts the links out, you know, respect. You subscribe to that channel because why not? Someone's
Yeah.
put the link out. You subscribe, and you know what? If you don't like them after 6 months or whatever, then you decide to unsub. But you know what? It's always worth subbing to a channel because you might think that you don't even know this person. They might be your best channel you've ever had. You don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Precisely. You got to give people a chance sometimes, haven't you?
Yeah.
You really have got to give people a chance, especially on these kind of platforms on YouTube and all that. It's but saying that some people use this platform in the wrong kind of way. You know,
Yeah.
use it in the correct way, in the right way. Yeah, you will have a lot of fun. You will help people. You'll help yourself. You'll build your channel, and you'll do really well. You'll do what you want to do, and just go with the flow and take it as you will. However, if you use this channel, use this platform in the wrong kind of way, and you are nasty, abusive, you're a bully, you bring people down all the time, and you are just grade A nasty bitch. No, you shouldn't be on here using that platform for that reason. And that goes not just for the Wicked West, anybody else out there doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
the
course.
people are hoods down low.
And you know what's mad as well, Laura?
Pray
You know
for me.
what
I
Bill
love
Boy
them
said,
horrible bastards,
Laura?
and I'd
You know
love
what
to
Bill
see them
Boy
drown.
said the other day? Chris, you might have heard it as well. What Cesspit said the other day. He said that from next year, all the people that you've subbed to, and if you haven't even clicked on any of their channels, within like the 6 months, automatically YouTube takes that sub back off them.
I think that's a good thing, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That could
That's
be
what's going to be happening next
But it can
year.
also be a bad thing. You know why? You know why it can be a bad thing? Because some people watch channels to keep an eye on the wrongins.
Yeah, but what they're saying, if you've never liked any of their videos, YouTube are going to take that sub back off them.
So likes a different thing or commented, but if you're just clicking on to watch something, for example, I couldn't do what I do, right, without. I'm going to call myself this right now, right? I'm an active troll, but for my eyes, for the right reasons, I would say.
Well, we gathered. You can talk your fucking leg off a donkey.
Darryl, mate, listen, if you knew me in real fucking life, honestly,
I love you, Darryl. You're funny, man.
He's hilarious, but he's got the key to my
just saying how it is, me. Honestly, I just say how it is.
I love people
no,
like
but
that,
Chris,
man.
honest to God. So you know what the funny thing about this, Chris, because you don't get take a breath, Chris. I hope you're okay. Your heart's okay. Yet this fella doesn't take a breath or nothing,
It's like, keep breathing, mate.
Honestly. Look, he looks like he's in a tent in the back garden.
Look, I just walked to the garage.
He's went to the garage with his nightgown on.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look at my leggings. I've got flipping laddered leggings on, love.
Who have I got to impress?
Yeah, but you look.
Who have I got to impress?
You look well in them, Laura.
I've got a Christmas top on right now, so I can't really.
Go ahead, Laura, girl. Like the confidence, Laura. Well done. I remember speaking to you in the chat the other week, Laura, and you were saying about something's popping up in a few weeks. And it's just about getting the gear ready and, regards, because you got these big massive speakers and that, haven't you? How are things going?
Right, yeah, just behind me there. Yes, I'm basically waiting to see if I got offered some work when possible, and they're going to look into it. He's not like an agent, but he does help people get work. But he's got contacts for me now as well. I found out in the past day or two with that. But this guy was basically found me on YouTube, heard me singing, liked it, and was trying to get me some work as close to home as possible. But with it being obviously crazy times at the moment, with expenses going a lot higher for all of us, with everything pretty much now. It includes us singers too. And so what he's saying is that because we're near Christmas and the New Year, trying to get gigs right now, everyone's pretty much booked up. However, he said, I've got an agent that I can pass you on to. And he said, once we've got the New Year and Christmas and all that out of the way, that's when people will start booking again. So I was like, yeah, not a problem, mate, that's fine. So he's passed me on a contact in the past day or two. And in the coming days, weeks, whatever, I'll be taking this further and seeing what I can do.
Big up, Laura.
Big up, Laura.
Big up.
I big up, love, right? But you do know from day one, love.
You know what's funny enough as well? Sorry to butt in, Chris. Sorry, lad. And you know what was mad as well? Funny enough, it was actually you that was speaking to Laura the other week as well, because you were saying about like you've got to take all the equipment. And remember Laura saying our dad can pick her up, but I mean it's still all the travel and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye.
And I said, I need to get closer to that, mate, closer to home. After us did that conversation with him on that live, I thought about it like the following day and I was like, nah, that's too far, man. We've got to get all this equipment. This is not even all of it. This is just a part of it. That's just one part of it, yeah? That's me stood next to the speaker.
Fuck
It's
me.
bigger than my love. Yeah, and that's just one of them. And then you've got the stands, and then you've got the microphones, which I need to get a new mic as soon as I can. And you've got the microphone stands, and then you've got another one of these bad boys in like stored away right now because this would blow
And
your
have you got to
brains
take
out,
them
mate.
every
Just one of
single
them.
time you go, Laura? Yeah.
You what, love?
Have you got to take them all with you as well every single time
Yeah.
you do a gig?
And,
Wow.
yeah,
Well,
unless
you
they've
shouldn't have
got,
to, though.
unless
In my
they've
experience,
got
right? You know
unless
that.
they've got the equipment there, that you can use, which yes, some places do have that, and that's great, awesome, fine. But unless they've got the equipment that I need, I've got to bring my own. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
no,
wow.
but this is where
I'm just going to
Chris
toilet
says
2
it. How is
seconds.
this?
Is that okay?
Look,
2
yeah,
seconds.
I think Laura's a very, very over-talented young woman, right?
She's
On
fucking
YouTube,
amazing,
right?
by
And
the
she's
way.
not
I'll be back now.
fulfilling her potential, right? Because you know why? She's not tapping into that right market as yet. But I cannot tell you this, Laura, love, right? Never trust nobody, right? And you keep your eyes open everywhere you look, love, right? Because if you have got to travel somewhere with that kind of equipment and the venue you're going to hasn't got it to cater for you, then otherwise to host that venue, they would have to supply that equipment for you, which would cost them a rental fee. So if that's the case, they should be able to pay your travel to get you down there. If they're not, love, and like we had this conversation, if they're not paying you up front or giving you any type of deposit, just beware, love, because I'm a realist. Yeah. I'm a realist, love. I was a DJ, right? And when I went to the club, they had decks for me. They had a sound system for me. I had to take my records. Yeah, your voice and your persona is what you take. The rest is just a PA system, and they should be able to provide that for you. And if they can't, and they're not paying you something up front, love, it's just.
Well, don't you worry when it comes to that, yeah, darling, and thank you for saying that because a lot of people just let that go over their head, but you clock that shit and that's great. Of course, I will take every step I need to, but I will not travel, especially a long distance, like 20, 30, 40 miles plus, sometimes even hundreds of miles to go to a gig, unless you're going to give me a deposit and give me, some sort of proof you're legit, you are who you are, and you ain't going to fob me off and let me down last minute, that's fine. We'll take a deposit. I'll bring my equipment down as long as I can get the size of the flipping car that I need to get it in as well, because my ex-boyfriend used to be my sound engineer, you see, and I was with him for nearly 10 years, so he was my sound engineer. He'd pack all the gear in the car. He'd take me down to the gigs, bless his heart, and then I'd do the performance and he'd help me set up, I'd help him do everything we had to do. But now I'm on my own, I'm a single woman, and I'm staying with some family for now till I've got my own place again in the future. It is a bit more of a challenge now. And yes, I'm a little lady. Yes, I'm quite strong and I can pick up, some pretty heavy stuff. But I would not want to flip in, carry these bad boys with everything else that comes with it. And then you've got your mixing desk on top as well. Nah. Too much, mate. It's too much for a little lady like me to be doing that on my own. And I'm not asking my parents who are in the flipping, the 70s now to be doing all this for me either. No chance.
Nah. If you need a driving next year still, I'm doing my driving lessons and I'm getting a Volkswagen. So there's always that.
Oh, bless
what
you.
Volkswagen getting a Volkswagen Golf, Polo, or what?
No, the camper vans.
Oh, camper vans, fucking hell. Oh, we'll all get in that, mate. We're flying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of doing, yeah.
And that's what I'm going to help him with.
Oh,
We're going to go camping together.
Wales. I remember it went growing up, mate, in Wales, camping. You know what, looking back then, I was speaking about this on my live earlier, which you should all join, by the way, David and Laura, by the way. I haven't seen you in
Oh
my
yeah,
live.
definitely.
Thank you very much.
I'll sub to your channel after
Put
this.
your link in the chat, love, if you can. Put your link
I
in the
hate-
chat.
I-
Somebody please put it in.
I can't
Can't even put it in
can't
his
come
own
on
chat,
here.
man, Laura.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Chris, someone will do it. You know what? You know the mad thing is about it. When I first started, yeah, you type in Daryl Adams, yeah. This is not me being fucking big-headed or whatever. I just say it how it is. And it used to come up American footballer, you know, regards to NFL, which is like what we call football. We call soccer, but that they
Yeah.
call it football over there. And my
Mhm.
name comes up now. So all you have to do now is just type in Daryl Adams discussions and banter. It comes up. Anyway, I don't even know why I was speaking about my channel. Funny enough, that's weird.
Because we've got to fucking
How
subscribe,
come
love.
that come up? How come that come up? I don't even know why I'm speaking about my channel. What the
Because
fuck
we
am I on
want to
about there?
subscribe, Bish. We want to subscribe. We want to get to know you more. We think you're awesome. You're lovely.
Yeah, man.
And I
Oh,
can't
so get on
believe,
this.
yeah. All
Yeah.
these. Where's Christopher gone, by the way? He's buggered off. He might have got cut
He'll
off.
be back in a minute asking for a
No
lighter
worries.
or something. He's a nutcase.
Oh, well, there you go.
But get on this. Yeah, but Laura, yeah, we do. We go back from fighting trolls. I remember you for about
Yeah.
8 months now. Yeah, honestly.
But why have you not spoken to me then? Well, why have
I
you not,
have
like,
done
come
in
up on my
chats
panel
and
or
that.
whatever?
I have been in your chats, love.
Well,
Honestly.
meet on the panel, though, because, like, the chat goes
I have
by so
spoke to you
quick
a few times
sometimes.
ages ago.
Ages ago,
it was.
okay.
Yeah.
We're talking
Because then,
months ago.
yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest, I haven't been on a panel with you probably about 7 months actually, so it's no one's fault. But you know what was funny, which I was saying earlier, yeah, on my live, that was it. Oh yeah, I was speaking about what I was speaking about earlier. Years ago, you know, the kids, only you know this, David, actually, this is for Laura, actually. Like,
Okay.
you were allowed to, like, go out. All I got given was a save away and a football. I was out all day. There was no worrying about if I could knock at my... Years ago, when they say we left our doors open, they physically did.
You did?
You know, years
Yeah.
ago, you actually could leave your door open overnight and you
Mate,
wouldn't get robbed.
I remember going out. I remember going out all day playing fucking Kirby. So
Yeah, Kirby and that. Yeah,
do you remember that?
mate.
Yeah.
Of course.
Can you remember playing
Yeah.
hide and
The
seek?
world's changed. Hello, Chris. Told you to be
Remember playing
back.
hi- I lost my
Welcome back.
glasses, Daryl, but I found them now so I can see.
Oh, because you found a new pair or something, love. There's nothing worse than not being able to find a pair of working glasses or contact lenses. I know how you feel, darling.
Yeah,
That was
just
still
saying
going to
there,
press that
Chris,
down and if he set these
about...
somewhere, love, and I has.
Okay.
We were just saying there, Chris, lad,
Well, I've been clean.
years ago about like that. You know what? Sorry enough. That was the first thing I was about to say. Camping years ago was unbelievable. There was hardly any money spent. You just camped, get your calagas, your bacon. Well, I'm going back when my dad was alive and he used to tuck us like, and get your beans and sausage and all that. You camp out. There was hardly any money spent. Now you need about £2,000. Just go down to London for the weekend. It's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it, Chris?
It is, mate. But you see, when I was younger, mate, I got given a bag of nails and a hammer. So nobody's doors were left open then because I nailed the fucker shut just for fun.
I think it was them nailing them shutters to get away from you, lad.
Probably was, Daryl.
Sorry to jump in, lads. Just letting you know, yeah, and some people in the chat, as well as my lovely self, of course, would like to have your link, please, mate, Daryl, for your YouTube channel. We need it in the chat, please, when you
just
can.
type it. Yeah, but I'm on this though, Lord, and I can't do it.
I know what me. Hang on, let's have a look. Right, I've got my laptop here. 2 seconds. Right, what's
Can
what's
one of the mods not do it?
I don't know if I've got even any mods. James Patrick Madonna, can you not put Daryl's flipping thing up?
Yeah. You know what? I've got you know what, Laurie, you can't win with regards to your mods, can you? I had so many mods, yeah. I was giving them out like sweets, and then he had a rogue mod that was then blocking all me fucking people for me. So then he had to get rid of
but
all
I've
my
been
mods.
through that too, mate. It's terrible when that happens, isn't it? It's just like, oh my God, do you think you can trust him? And then they start playing flipping funny buggers. I'm like, oh my days. So yeah,
I
I've
am
been
now
through
back
that
to
too.
about 40 mods again, which is annoying.
If anybody, yes, I went
Nah,
through
I'm
a
not one of
similar
them. Put it that
thing,
way.
but I did knock a few off. So I had to flip in, get rid of a few because I was getting through a stage where I was like, do you know what, Laurie, just like modding anybody, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
don't do that,
and
girl.
anyone else down there that goes, how come you're there, the mod? And then you can't win, and you go, okay, sorry, yeah, I love you, yeah, I'll give you one.
And
And
then
then you'd
everyone
have to
starts
give
bloody
everyone
fighting
one,
over
wouldn't
it.
you? You'd have to give every single fucking person who subs to you a
I
spanner
know,
then.
it's like for goodness sake. So that's why we just got to be careful and just
On a
stick
serious
into
note, I've got about
right.
20. I think it's going all right at the moment. I have got about 20.
Right,
I've got
Daryl,
about 3
what's
mods
your
on my
channel
account.
again? Sorry.
Daryl
What-
Adams. Daryl
D
Adams.
A R E double L.
D-A-R-R-E-double-L. And you know if it's his friend?
B-E-D-A-N-S, yeah.
Is Jim Appel
It's the
Darrell?
messy firm. The
Jimmy
messy firm.
Darrell.
Messi
MESSI.
McCool.
Yo soy Darrell. So I can speak Spanish and French, do you know that? No joke.
Je voudrais 5 billets, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, oui.
Oui, oui.
Oh, oui.
Right, go on. So Daryl Adams, what? Is that it? Just Daryl Adams?
No, yeah, type in that, and if mine should come up with the red little thing.
Here
If
we
not,
go.
And
Got
if you
you.
didn't just
Got
type
you,
in
love.
next
how
to it,
mad
the
that,
twat.
Laura? How fucking crazy is that?
That's mad.
Does the bar
Yeah.
$50 million Adamses? Why am I special? Oh, honestly, I'm blown away.
Look
Mad.
at that, love. Look at flipping that. Right, what we'll do then, yeah, I've just gone and copied that. So I'm now on my doodah, so I'll paste it into the thingamabob. Yes, come on now. Right, up we
Crazy,
go.
crazy, isn't it?
You take a note of this, Daryl. This is a host doing
You
it
know what?
live
You know what I'm mad
for
with, yeah?
herself,
Because
right?
my
Something
Daryl Adams
new.
discussions with banter, I had to do that for about a month, put in Daryl's discussions with banter, every single letter I used to put in. I only have to put in like Daryl now. It's madness.
Yeah,
Daryl.
man, that's awesome. There we go. I'm just posting in the chat now, guys. There is Daryl Adams.
It's like people.
Link for his
But
channel.
I'm not come on for this, like, but I'm appreciated,
Daryl, I
obviously.
just
But I mean,
subbed to you, mate.
it's right, David Kidder.
Daryl, I've just unsubbed to you.
Nice one, Chris. That's the best thing you've ever done for me, mate.
Oh, nah, mate, I know. But when I say it to you, I'm just
All
kidding.
I need to do now is block it on WhatsApp and that. That my life will be
You ain't
perfect. Chris.
doing that. I'm not
Thinking
watching
more
you
I
than
won't
peace
even
and quiet,
do
you're
that
gonna
now.
get Daryl.
Honestly. Nah, you know what? He's funny. He's one of them, Chris, yeah. He eats the compliments, but I've got to give him compliments. I've got to be honest. He's unbelievable. He's actually unbelievable. And Chris, you know what? You could be on your own and he could just jump on himself. And you know what? Before you know it, your lives just change completely because he just speaks normal stuff. And before you know it, everyone else wants to jump on. He's a credit to have known, to be honest. Even though he's a pain in the fucking ass, I must admit. But he's the best pain in the ass on YouTube, if you know what I mean.
Yes. It's
He's a pain in
compliment
the
sandwich,
arse in
but
a
in the
good way.
opposite way, David. You know I love that. It's an uncompliment, then a compliment, and then another uncompliment.
Yeah, it's like saying you're a wanker, but I love you, wanker. Do you get me? That's how Chris is like.
Yes.
He's the
exactly.
compliment. You've got to give him a nasty thing after it. Weird, like, but I mean, you've got to. That is weird. That I'd rather just take the compliment, me. I'm a quite normal person. Chris is like, you said hello, but why didn't you say bye after it? You know, he's one of them weirdos, isn't he? Fucking cuckoo.
David, you know
By the
me.
way, yeah. I didn't want to have to do this, but I feel like I've got to do it. Just a few seconds, yeah. Just a few seconds. I did.
Okay.
This could take my. Well, no, you couldn't take my channel down. I could just, get a little strike, a miniature strike. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Why? What is it? Love you. Need you.
Sorry, I was like the tune, bitch.
Love you.
I do. Laura, remember, used to always do songs as well, remember? Used to do always your little songs and that. You used to always do your songs and that, don't forget.
Oh, really now, me?
Oh, the girl, innit? Well done yourself, though, Laura. Big up yourself, you know.
Dorothy,
For 2 seconds. And the chicken
come on then.
juice all over me.
Come on then. My little baby.
Oh, love it.
Quite talented, that Laura, isn't she? If you think about it.
I don't know about that, love. I do singing, I do the modelling at part time, of course, all of this. I am not a full time person, working person. Yeah, with all this, it's just not possible. But
No, but be
I
proud of
do the
yourself,
piano
Laura,
as
where you
well.
come from, you know. Be proud of yourself, girl. I mean that.
Thank you very much, darling. And you as
No
well. You
problem
know,
at
we're
all.
all
I know.
supposed to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
talent, aren't we?
I
So
know.
come
It's
on
mad,
then.
isn't it?
What's
A year
everyone's
ago, Laura,
talent?
if me and you'd have a bloody channel each. It's crazy, isn't it?
I know. It's brilliant though. It's awesome.
Brilliant,
But crazy
isn't
too.
it? Isn't it, boss?
Mhm.
And you know what the
Indeed.
mad thing about it is, they don't have to cheer you up without them knowing. You know, doing a live.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's awesome. By the way, Daryl, excuse
Yeah.
me, how old roughly, if you don't mind me asking,
I will
please,
tell you.
are you?
You watch my lives. I put my cards on the table with me heart on the sleeve. Easiest question ever. 39.
You're only like 3 years older than me, if that. I'm going on, well, 36, nearly 37, yeah.
Yeah, we're still puppies like David's dog there in the top right.
Yes. Look at,
Row, row,
look
row.
at her. Is that Dorothy?
Yeah.
Hello. Put her on main screen. Look at this. She's beautiful. Are you
Wow.
darling? Oh, she's such a big girl. She's beautiful, Dorothy, darling. Oh, she snuggles up to her daddy David. She does. Every single night she sleeps on David's chest and she snuggles up in a little ball. She's only tiny. And that's it, innit, David? She snuggles up
Yeah,
all night long.
It's
she
mad.
does.
I've always said this as well. Now, I don't mind dogs at all, but you know the mad thing about this, I've never wanted one. You know, I know that sounds so mad.
Not bad dudes, but you know, each to their
It's
own.
I know but I don't dislike dogs. I love it. You know, with regards when you see them, but you know, with regards to having one,
Oh.
I've never wanted one. You know, I know it sounds mad. I've never have.
Yeah, it is. Have you had like any other dogs? By the way, it's adorable watching her lick his little face. Oh,
There you go, Dave. Like the confidence, David, lads. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Well done,
Bless,
mate.
adorable.
And
Yes,
don't
good on
forget,
you, love.
David. You'll always get idiots on here, no matter what. So just
Yeah,
the best
definitely.
advice: just in one ear, out the other with them, because they hate confidence. Which you've
Yeah.
shown your picture there with the dog. You'll be hated
Yeah.
for the ones who are dead because what they
Well,
do, they hate
fuck the
confidence.
haters.
Exactly. So always remember, you will get hate no matter what. And just think
Oh,
about it. They're only hating because you're doing something well.
yeah, defo, mate. 100%. Well said. And Healing Queen, thank you so much. She said, "Look, I've just put it on screen now, Laura. I also suffer with fibro, Arnold, high what the heck is that?
Malformation.
Malformation. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
explain that one, please, love. I also, she's HLA-B27 positive. Oh, bless you. I enjoy watching your energy and how you deal with your illnesses so positively. Oh, that's adorable.
That's so
Bless you,
cute.
Big love
sweetheart.
to you, Healing Queen.
Yeah,
Big
big
love
up,
to
man.
you. And thank
Ah,
you for watching our Laura. And you know what? If Laura
oh,
can cheer it up every day, wow, there's nothing better. See what I mean, Laura? We don't even know how
oh,
good with like helping
lovely.
people out. How mad's that?
Yes,
Just by
exactly. That's
doing
what
this,
we're
we're helping
about.
people out. It's crazy.
We're just doing a live
Exactly.
from our houses, and people really love our shows. It's inspiring,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's
It is,
amazing that we can
definitely.
help people, you know. It's awesome. Me and David, you know, that's what we're doing with our channels. You doing the same sort
Yeah.
of thing, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and coming
That's
on our
it.
panels and helping people. That's what it should be about. Make a mark on this world of helping people, you know, Because we're only here
That's it.
once, and we're all ticking time bombs like we all know, love. You have no
That's
idea
it.
when you're gonna go boom, boom,
It's
shake,
true though,
shake,
isn't it?
shake the
It's
room.
true though. We're here a few short decades. Make the most of it.
Yeah,
I'm scared I'm gonna
exactly.
go sooner than possible, to be honest, because of my
Shut
situation.
up, you ain't going nowhere, bitch.
No,
You
you'd be
ain't going
laughing.
nowhere yet, love.
So, Healing Queen, big love to you. Big, massive
Yeah,
love to you.
mwah.
Honestly,
Thank
big
you for
love.
being here, darling, and thank you for saying that.
You're the
That's
special
adorable.
one. We're just YouTubers. You're the special one. Okay, Healing
Yeah,
Queen. So
man.
big love to you.
Yeah, thank you for your support, Healing Queen.
Yes,
So
thank
We
you
right,
love
so
you.
Laura,
much.
David, Chris, nice to speak to you. I'm Offski. It was really
No
nice to
worries,
catch up
mate.
with you, Laura. It's been a while without you even
You
knowing.
too, darling. By the way,
So
before
yeah,
you go, yeah, love, have you
yeah,
got an email address on your YouTube account or anything
yeah,
or not?
yeah,
Okay, right, cool, not
yeah.
a problem.
No
Okie
problem
dokie,
at all.
darling.
So take
All right,
care.
darling. Thank
Take
you
care.
again for being
Healing
here.
Queen, you keep a good look at yourself. You're the special one. If Laura cheers you up every day, brilliant. That Laura to wear, isn't it? So big love, Healing Queen.
Yeah, man.
Stay safe. Stay blessed.
Oh,
We're in a few short decades. Make the most of it. Every second counts.
Yes.
Make
Well, I'm Peter
time.
Pan here. I'm living
It's
forever.
not time to count. Make the time count. Don't count the time. Make the time to count. Whatever the fucking hell. I forgot what it fucking means.
Quit while you're ahead, Daryl. Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, you bless
Like,
Big
your
up,
eyes.
I'll
Daryl. Big up.
just bury myself in Australia and just keep fucking digging and digging and digging.
We're
I'll
all
still
gonna
thank you.
stay
Take it,
base with our
I'll still thank you.
spoons.
take it easy. Yeah, big love to you all, basically.
Mwah.
Nice
Good
to
night,
meet you,
darling. Take
Daryl.
care.
You
Mwah.
too,
See you
man.
later,
Take it
Daryl,
easy.
bud.
Take it easy.
Bye, darling. Bye bye. I see. Oh, he's lovely. Lovely, lovely lad. And of course, we've still got Mr. David Scott and Krista Brick here.
Yeah.
At least I hope Krista Brick's still with us.
I am, yeah, love.
Nice
Just
one,
watching it,
darling.
just watching the chat to see if there's any you get one or two of them in, yeah. You do.
Yes. I've just been looking as well. And Healing Queen again, sweetheart. Thank you again for being here. You've been awesome. You're a lovely lady. And I know what it's like to suffer, sweetheart. This has been going on for a long time now. And the shit thing about having fibromyalgia, especially if you've had it for probably at least 3 to 4 years, which I've had it now for going on like 10 years, something stupid. I got diagnosed with it anyway. When your body is kind of sort of like getting used to the fibro can kind of take over sometimes, and that's what you're battling against continuously, because unfortunately fibro includes a lot of other different health issues and other illnesses, and it sucks. It weakens your immune system. It brings on other problems, other illnesses, other diseases. It's not good at all. And unless you're going through it, it can be very difficult for people to understand what it's like, because it is like an invisible illness, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I feel your pain, girl, in a way. I really do. And if you ever want to talk, you know where I am, yeah? And you're always welcome. Oh, that sounds complicated. Okay, when I asked her before what this problem was that she had, this illness that she's got, I can't either say this wrong, I'm sorry. A Chiari malformation, previously called an Arnold Chiari, whatever malformation, is where the lower part of the brain pushes down into the spinal cord.
Ooh.
Oh!
Wow.
Fuck off! Girl, that sounds horrendous. Okay, right, so that sounds pretty painful. Okay, can you please give us, like, your top 5 to 10 symptoms of this or something, or the top 3, just of what you have to go through? Because just from saying that sounds horrific and sounds very, very uncomfortable and very, very painful.
That sounds horrible, sweetheart.
It does. I was diagnosed earlier this year after years of tests. You are very right, Laura. It takes over your life, and it helps to talk about it with other people going through the same. Exactly, sweetheart. It's crazy, isn't it? It is indeed. yeah, this problem that you said that you've got, wow. So, like, what the hell does that mean then? What happens? Like, that sounds so painful and uncomfortable and just dreadful, like China Doll just said, bless her. Sounds dreadful, it does. Oh my goodness gracious. All these things, yeah, all these health problems and stuff, and illnesses, diseases, whatever you want to call it, that we don't even know about. Like,
No,
I've
I'm just
never
going to
heard of
bounce in your chat for 5, love, right? Do excuse me, right?
that.
That is mental. I'm so sorry about that, Health Queen.
Yeah, that's madness. Horrible, poor lady. You poor little lady, darling. Well, I hope to God, if there isn't a cure already, that there will be to come very, very soon. Or something to at least treat the problems that you're going through with this problem with the brain and the spinal cord and all that. Like, there's got to be something they can do to at least make you more comfortable. Sorry, wrong bit. I find it hard to walk, talk, coordinate movements, dizziness, digestive issues, and extreme pain all the time, unable to move my neck. Oh
Oh my
my
God.
good God, that sounds horrendous, darling. You know, it's bad enough you're having to deal with the fibromyalgia that I suffer with and the other problems you've got with your health too. But to have that on top, sweetie pie, is absolutely horrific. Wow. She's struggling to walk, talk, and all that. Coordinate her movements. She gets dizziness, digestive issues, and extreme pain all the time, unable to move my neck. Like, when you say you're in pain, yeah, are we talking like where the problem is, like from your head going, like your brain going into like your spinal cord area around there and going down your neck? Or are we talking like other pains across your body as well? And I'm assuming you're on painkillers, pain relief of some kind to try to help you out. She's only 33. Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious,
you're only
David.
33.
She's like 3.5 years younger than me, mate, if that's
Oh,
crazy. Oh my, I'm on the 36, nearly 37, darling. Wow,
oh,
that's
bless your cotton socks.
insane. I know, it's horrible. China doll, modern living, who knows how we are affected by all the toxins around us. Yeah, I want to detoxify my body as much as I can, you know, and you can get like these flipping things that can like take the toxins out of your body. I'd love to try that, me. They have to do surgery, Healing Queen said. First appointment with surgeon in December. Right, okay, well, that's good that you've got an appointment very soon coming up next month in December. That's literally weeks away, if that. So that's awesome. Nice one that you've got surgery coming up with your surgeon then in December. And let's hope to God that this surgery actually, you know, helps you out in some way, shape, or form, and at least calms things down a bit for you, makes things maybe a little bit less painful and as uncomfortable. She said also being HLA-B2 positive makes people unwell and have autoimmune diseases. Of course, yeah, all of that. I've got a very weak immune system myself, darling, and that's bad enough, but to flipping have that on top must be horrendous, sweetheart. Yeah, China doll, definitely, darling. Saying it must be hard to shop and look after yourself and everything properly. And then Healing Queen just said, yes, head, neck, spine, legs, but pain radiates through the body because the spinal cord controls a lot of the body, of course, yeah. So, hi, Chris, you're right, darling. I'm watching, so behave.
Do you want to see my dog Dorothy, Healing Queen?
Yeah.
There you go. Dorothy.
Oh, Dorothy, darling. Oh, she's
There
beautiful. She's gorgeous, bless her. Beautiful little princess.
She is. Dorothy, what are you doing, you daft smelly? Eh? You seen it?
Oh, my baby girl. She's beautiful. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yes, I love you.
Healing Queen, yeah, I've got some stuff that are problems with like the fibro and all that. It's like, it's very difficult to sorry, hang on. It's very difficult to treat fibro and stuff majority of the time, and there isn't really like a magic pill you can take, like or much you can really do apart from deal with it, rest when you can, get some exercise if you possibly can too. And it's just light, gentle exercise. We're not talking a marathon here, far from it. But yeah, some of the other health issues I've got, a couple of them I'm currently undergoing testing and hopefully treatment for. And looks like we might have to have some surgery there too. But again, that's fine with me. If it's going to help me find out what's exactly going on with my body and get the answers that I need and require and get the correct treatment or medication I might need from that too, and be able to get on with things and move forward from that, awesome. But we just got to sort of wait and see what happens now. So I'm just literally waiting on appointments from doctors, consultants, gynecologists, dardy flipping dar, and yeah, see what they decide to do. But it is, it's frustrating, of course it is, when you can't get a cure or you can't get the correct treatment for you. But if we have a chance to do that, then surely that's a good thing, right?
I'd say so.
Yeah, man. And David's not like David. I know I'm about saying too much, of course. I know
No,
David's got
go
health
for it,
issues, bless him.
Go for it, Laura.
Nah, I'm not going to tell them they are your health problems, but I will say that yes, I am concerned about your health problems, and I've done what I can where possible through the powers of the internet when this little man has been in a bit of a bad way with his health, like struggling to breathe and stuff, and his heart not being in a great way. I had to do something, and I flipping basically made sure that he got to his local hospital ASAP, and they checked him over. And since then, because I said to David, you need to have some surgery done, I feel, love. I keep feeling I'm picking up. You need surgery. And he was like, yes, I think I do as well. Defo, Laura. And then before you know it, you're in hospital. You did have to wait around though, didn't you? You flipping, you did come away with kind of a couple of answers, but at the same time, I really thought you were going to get like even more said to you and information thrown at you too. Do you know what I mean? And more sort of questions asked. But now though, you are, thanks to you going into the hospital then, as well as other times, of course, as well.
Yeah.
You are now waiting on surgery, and you're waiting to see what the latest is with that when possible, basically now, yeah?
Yes.
Right. So, yes. And if people don't quite grasp what we're talking about here, because I haven't actually said what the problem is, I'm just scooting around it because I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say, because it's not, it's your body at the end of the day, sweetheart, and it's your health issues, and that's down to you at the end of the day, what you say and what you do.
Well, but most of them know now, but I do have a hole in the heart.
Yes, he has the heart issues, and that's what concerns me. You know, and when he was telling me the way he was feeling a couple of months back, if that, it was very concerning. And that's when I was like, right, that's it. We are getting you to the hospital, my friend.
Mhm.
And even if it was shit, which is always going to be pretty much shit when you go to hospital, isn't it? You're not feeling
Yeah.
well. You're going to wait around, do, and all that crap. But when you do get seen to and you get the answers you need, that's the main thing. However, David felt like, from what you told me, sweetheart, at the time back then, you felt like you'd not really kind of got the answers you needed. You got
No.
bits and bats, dribs and drabs, but not enough. Not
No,
enough.
I didn't get enough now.
You didn't at all, sweetheart. This is what annoys me. And this is why now, you know what I do? I'll say this straight to you all now, guys. I will say to David in private, and I will push him at times going, right, we've got to make sure you get that sorted. You know what I mean? And he knows that. He knows it. Of course he does. But it's sometimes when you're not well, you just like, whatever, I'll just leave it another day or two, whatever. But then you think about what the doctors can be like and how hard it can be to just get someone to speak to you. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's a nightmare for a lot of us right now. But I understand why, of course, because of the backlog of people trying to get an appointment. Anyway, but there you go. So it's thanks to YouTube and getting to know David that I've done what I can to help David, but David's also helped himself as well, big time. And
Yeah.
he's listened, he's taken advice on board. And I'm so glad, David, that I got you to listen to me that day when you were really bad with your heart and you were like, I could hear it in your voice, I could see it in your eyes on a video call in private with each other, and I was like,
Yeah, it was bad, wasn't it?
it was bad. I could see you like changing colour and shit on camera, and I was like, no, we are not having this anymore. You were getting your arse, yeah, to a hospital ASAP, and I'm talking an ambulance. No one's driving you there, love. No way, mate. You're getting picked up by the flipping blues and twos, love. Now,
Yeah.
flipping ambulance are coming to get you, love. And that's what they did. They did. They came and got you not long after.
No.
And they just did the routine checkups and tests, didn't they, with you then?
They did, yeah.
Then you got in hospital. I remember you saying you were waiting around for hours and we were like ringing or messaging each other where we could when he was in the hospital. But it was terrifying though for me at my end because I was like, I didn't know what to do apart from get him help. And when it's to do with your heart, and that heart is keeping your blood flowing through your body and keeping you alive, I've got to do something. And he's so young still. David's a bambino to me. He's still a little baby bro, man. You are. You know, you got your big city to help you and look after you where I can, darling.
100%.
All the flipping way. So yeah, that's how close we've become, yeah, where we've literally had blinking ambulances called to come pick him up and to sort him out in the hospital because he's been that ill. But David will leave it and leave it and leave it and leave it until the last minute, won't you, love?
That's because I don't like bothering people. I'd rather just suffer and
Well,
quiet.
I'm the same. I am a terrible patient. I give great advice, yeah, but I'm terrible at taking it at times.
Yeah.
I really am. And I'm the same, love.
I just don't like bothering people. I don't know why. I'd rather suffer in pain myself and just get over and done with.
No, but when it comes to the point, love, yeah, where you're flipping, your heart feels like it's going to blow up and you can't breathe properly. You know, you've got to get some kind of help somewhere, darling. When it comes to that kind of thing, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I know.
you just hold your head up high when it comes to things like that. Like, do you know what? It is what it is. It's dealt with. It's fine. It's done. and they did it for the right reasons, and you know what I mean? That people are there to help you, darling. And when you've got problems with your heart, it is very, very important that if you have any problems with it, you get it checked out, darling.
I just feel like I'm taking up someone else's bed because they got more important issues than me. Times.
Yeah, I've said that many a times myself when I've been in hospital and shit. I really have over the years. But at the same time, that those beds, yeah, they are there for a reason. And no matter what it is, you know, doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, what health issues you've got, if it's just a random accident that's happened to you, you know, it doesn't matter, sweetheart. Those people there in that hospital, they are trained to look after us, to look after you, me, whoever. And no matter how long we have to wait, we just got to be patient as we can be and let them do their jobs and let them help us, because that's why they're there. And even if it means that there's like 100 people, you know, still waiting to be seen, you've just got to take your turn, man. And you've just got to wait patiently until it's your turn. And but you can't always be thinking, oh, I feel really, really, really bad that, you know, I'm here right now. Someone else could be taking my place. But David, you're suffering, sweetheart. You're suffering. And when it comes to suffering, you can't just leave it all the time, can you?
No,
Do you know what
can't.
I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go, you little sweetie cheeky weeky woo woo, right? Even if you feel bad, I'm glad you still listen to me, and I'm glad I still got your ass in that hospital, and that hopefully in the near future things will be moving a bit more for you, darling. When it comes to, you know, your surgery, your health problems that you've got with all that, da-de-da-de-da. But you need to tell them obviously about your legs, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
That's right. I'm telling you now. Yes. You know what you need to do, sweet cheeks.
I
There
do
you go.
indeed.
We don't like people suffering here. Simple as that. Let me just have a look at the chat because you've been over there for ages, people. Yes. Very true. China doll, definitely, and Healing Queen. Just reading your comments now. Exactly, sweetheart. I'm here to help you where I can. We should all be here to help each other where possible, you know. Everyone needs help at times and support. Whether you've got health problems or not, it doesn't matter. Just be there for people and help each other where you can, you know. What's the harm in doing that? What have you got to lose? Nothing. David, you were just as important on the screen now, darling. You were just as important as the other people who need beds, if not more important, because your heart is important. Exactly. Thank you very much, Healing Queen. Thank you, sweetheart, for that.
Yeah, but you don't feel that at the time, though. You just feel like you're an annoyance to them.
Nah. But you're not, though. They are there to help you. That is their job. This is why they trained for many years at college, university, got the degrees, got the diplomas, whatever they needed. You know what I mean? They did all that, yeah, to help us, to help you, sweetheart. So always remember that. Next time anyone ever gets rushed into hospital or whatever, or you have to go to the doctors or whatnot, just take a moment to think about all the training, all the sleepless nights they would have had to go through to become that to do the job they want to do. Do you know what I mean? The profession that they want to do. And I do think that at times when I go to my doctors and stuff, I'm thinking, wow, I wonder what his life's like, you know. I bet he's a right rich bitch, isn't he? Nah, just like, you know, everyone is still a human being at the end of the day. Doctor, nurse, consultant, clinician, whatever. You know, porter at the door, it doesn't matter. We're all human beings. We all bleed the same blood, and no matter what skin tone we are, skin colour we are, what religion we are, doesn't matter. We all bleed the same colour flaming blood. We're all from the same flipping thing. And that is that way. Indeed, it does. Ooh, China doll on the screen. Make this quick. Sorry. Okay, I can see it now. Right. Of course, Healing Queen. Hang on. It must have been even worse for you over the last few years with the sea. Good to know that you know what's going on. Things seem easier once you have a diagnosis. Bless you, China doll, and of course the Queen's, Healing Queen as well. From what you're going through there, it's awful, but like she said, it's good to know what you know, and you've got the diagnosis. Once you've got a diagnosis, things will seem easier. Da-di-da-di-da. Healing Queen, I understand, and I'm sure you are speaking on behalf of a lot of people right now. David, we can often be made to feel a burden because they are under so much pressure unless we pay big bucks for private care, which is unaffordable to most of us.
Definitely unavoidable to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's flipping frustrating, that one. Let's put it that way, dear. I'll just pop the charger in for a bit.
Oh,
Right.
you're popping me on charge, are you?
I'm plugging you in, bitch. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. I won't ask what that was, love.
That was my version of the Grinch. Max! Get over here, Max!
Oh, the Grinch, eh? I've watched it a couple of times, yeah, not gonna lie, but I can't really get into it, mate. I'd rather watch another flipping Disney movie or any movie that's, either Christmas related or even if they're a Grinch, like flipping, what's it called?
Oh.
Either that one or the other one. I'm gone from back in the Muppet, the
Santa
Muppets
Claus.
Christmas Carol, yeah.
Oh, the
Muppets
Muppet,
Christmas,
yeah, that's a classic,
yeah.
that is.
The Charles Dickens original, obviously the original,
Yeah, that
and
is
all
the
that. Yeah,
classic.
but they did their own twist and version of it. I love it. Oh,
I
it's
like the
brilliant.
bit where they did the ghost bit.
Yeah. Oh,
On the
yeah.
stairs.
Yeah. And do you remember, those little rats going, "This is my island in this
I do, yeah.
Hey, right, we're gonna have to watch this at Christmas time. When it comes to Christmas flipping movies to watch, yeah, over the coming weeks. Now we're at the end of November, going into December, which I cannot still quite believe. I need to really get myself into the festive spirit more now, yeah, love. We need to
I know, I
watch
can't
the
believe it's nearly
Muppets
Christmas.
Christmas Carol. You what,
Yes.
love?
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
can't believe it's nearly Christmas, man. Where's the
I
time
know.
gone? Like,
Doesn't it feel like last
crazy.
Christmas was like 4 to 6 months ago, if that?
It doesn't even feel like that. It feels like shorter than
Madness.
that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
I'm crazy for the love of you.
Love it. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, I'm crazy for loving you.
You.
Doobie doobie doo.
I wanna be like you.
Sorry.
I wanna walk like you, talk like you. Ooh.
You say it's true.
Ooh.
Someone like me, Scooby Dooby Doo up.
I wanna walk like you, talk like you. Ooh.
You say it's true. Someone like me, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, what can I learn to be? Like someone like me, one more time. Can I learn to be like someone like me?
Oh, Scooby Wooby Doo, it's a man cub.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to see more of these flipping Disney movies that have been kind of modernized. I've seen a couple, but not all of them. That reminds me, actually, I need to get back into Harry Potter. Yes.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Now it's coming up near Christmas, yeah. I need to do my little. I've not done it in a few years. My just watching them all, yeah. Just like with over a few nights or something, whatever.
Oh,
One
I
of my
do
friends
that.
round here. Yeah, a marathon, that's it, love.
Yeah, it's
Doing
called,
like a
sort of a
marathon.
tradition.
Yeah, doing all that. So, me and one of my local mates round here, Ryan, we've said it like a few months back now in the summertime, right? When it gets near Christmas time, the build us Christmas, yeah? Whenever we meet up, we've got to watch a Harry Potter. Yes, Harry Potter. And, yeah, just get into the festive spirit, the Christmassy mood.
Do you know
Yes.
what my all-time favourite Christmas film is?
Go on, dear.
The Polar Express.
Oh, yes. That train. The beautiful
Yes.
train in the snow.
I adore that film.
Do you know what? I think I've seen that once, but not like properly all the way through once. When it first came out donkeys ago, I vaguely remember watching it. I might have been slightly pissed. That's a forgotten half of it as well.
Every year without fail, me, my mum, and my two sisters used to watch that every year without fail.
Oh, yeah. Bless.
We used to have a cup of hot chocolate, marshmallows on the go, and just chill.
Oh, I bet you all love doing that together. That's lovely. Yeah. By the way, your sisters, if you don't mind me asking in here, of course, if not, tell me in private if you don't mind, if that's up to you, of course. Are your sisters like your older sisters, younger?
Younger.
Younger sisters, oh, bless. Your only brother, yeah? You're the only brother?
No, I've got another brother. So I've got one brother and two sisters.
Got you. Wow. Four of you all together then, eh? Right.
Aye.
Same with my mum. My mum fucking had four of us all together, yeah?
Oh,
no. Yes. I've got two. Well, I did have two brothers till Jason, one of my brothers, passed away the other year. So I've got one brother left in real life, but I still class myself as having two brothers. Just one's in the spirit world and the other one's still here with us. Yeah. So I've got a spirit world brother and I've got real life brother and I've got a real life younger sister and that's it. When it comes to siblings, yeah.
Oh, bless.
Well, I'm happy with that, you know. But I've always wanted a younger brother, like I said to you before, David. So this is why. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, you were like my adopted flipping younger brother here, love.
I was gonna say you can have me as younger brother if you want to.
No problem. Hey, as long as you and your flipping mama are all good with that and stuff, yeah. You got to ask your mama first, yeah.
I'm sure she'll be happy with that.
Well, when you have a dream about her next, ask her, right? Seriously. Yeah. Because your mama sounds lovely. And she said hello to me before, didn't she, Brad?
She did.
Oh, I'm very chuffed with that, me. I tell you what, love. Oh, yes. Proper chuffed with that one. I was like, what? Are you taking the mick? I thought you were joking at first. Like, David, don't joke me, yeah? Oh,
No,
Laura,
I'm being
I ain't
serious.
joking.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of being deadly serious, Laura, love, I ain't joking. I was like, okay. I believed you then. I was like, okay, he's not faffing. He's not faffing. That's
Nope.
good. No faffing allowed. Not with this one, anyway. But yeah, and I was going to say, did you have any dreams last night that we've been speaking about?
I did.
Okay. And were you downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay. Right. And do you reckon in the coming days you will go back upstairs or stay downstairs?
Probably stay downstairs.
Okay. Right. Well, it's completely up to you, sweetie pie. You go wherever you want to flaming go, love. And, wherever you're most comfortable and settled and relaxed and happy, that's where you go, darling. And I take your little Dorothy will follow you wherever you go then.
Yep.
Bless her. So if you like in the middle, say you're in your bedroom middle of the night, yeah?
Yeah.
You woke up or you couldn't sleep up there and you just like, getting really frustrated, just like, this is doing me head in now, man. Let's just go downstairs and sleep down there, yeah? As soon as
Yeah.
you get up out of bed and go out your door and walk down the stairs, I'm assuming she just follows you, yeah?
Yes.
Bless her heart and soul. She is so stinking cute. The cutest little pinch in the world. Little Dorothy. Oh, I just your little cute little cheeks, your little face. I just want to scoop her up and like snuggles, darling. Oh, she doesn't mind snuggles then at us in like little gentle snuggles like this sort of
She
thing.
loves it.
Okay, any form of attention, love, snuggle time, she loves
Yeah.
it.
She'll have it.
She's a big baby and she, darling.
She is.
Oh, she's adorable.
She's
Sorry,
as
guys.
soft as shit.
Oh, she sounds like it and she looks like it too. Don't mind us, guys. We're just having a chinwag between ourselves. Thank you so much for being here again. And China Doll, Healing Queen, it's nice to see you talking amongst yourselves and having a chat with each other. And thank you for, asking stuff and being a part of the conversation. Ooh, sugar. It's been lovely jubbly. But it's not nice though to see, youngish women and young men suffering the way we are, It's ridiculous.
The government
However,
needs to sort its shit out.
yeah, with some things it really does with stuff like this. It really flipping does. However, in the meantime, we've got the internet, we've got YouTube, like we're doing right here, right now. Do you know what I mean? It's good to me. It's nice to be nice, as they always say. And just talking with somebody for a couple of hours, even if it's like 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, can really make a massive difference in like your mental and emotional well-being. It's madness.
Yeah. And Helen,
it
yes,
helps.
I agree. Definitely. They can be a massive comfort to us.
Oh,
Especially for her as well, yeah.
Yep, all the way, sweet cheeks. It's, you've got to help each other where you can, and especially after us all going through, lockdown, pandemic time, whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, literally only a couple of years ago or something if that. It's madness we've had to go through that, but it's made us realise other things, and we've realised that there are other ways of communicating with each other as well.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy. And, this is what we found. YouTube, TikTok, just any form of social media platform that's got a live stream button to it, we found it, or a video recording button, and that's how we've got to know people and how we've expressed ourselves throughout lockdown.
Do you know what?
Just in general.
Do you know what lockdown's actually done for me? It's actually made me realise how like short life is, and how important you need to realise that how important each day is. Just taking each day as it comes. You know what I mean?
Step at a time, day by day, step by step, and just try not to take anything for granted. As best as you can. We all do it at times. No one's perfect. Far from it.
God,
but,
yeah. I do it all the time. I do.
It's like, oh yeah, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, but I shouldn't really be sat here thinking and moaning about that when there's this going on and that in the world. Just, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
we all do it. We're all guilty of it in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, it's good to just let your emotions out. I honestly wouldn't care, yeah, if people came on here and wanted to rant and rave for a bit, and even if you wanted to sit there on my panel and cry your eyes out for 20 minutes, half an hour, I totally understand. Because
Oh
you
god,
know
yeah.
what? People take the piss out of people like myself who get upset sometimes and get emotional or frustrated or whatever. But you know what? All that is pent up anger, frustration, and stress. And every time that I cry, I'm releasing that out of my body, mind, and soul. And it's actually good to let that out of you. So
Yeah,
don't
because it
ever
helps.
feel
It's
ashamed,
helping you.
anyone. Yeah, don't ever feel ashamed to cry because it lets go of bad feelings, bad emotions, bad sensations in your body. Is releasing that pressure and that tension just that little bit more. So if
Yeah.
you want to cry, you freaking cry. I'll never judge you. A lot of people on here will judge you, like, but the best
I
thing
will
you can
never
do
judge
is
you.
go, fuck off. Simple as that, love.
Never
It's,
judge a
yeah,
book by its cover. Ever.
yeah,
Until you get to know that person, stay true.
yep, exactement. Yes, Mr. David. Well, I seriously feel like I've found my little brother on YouTube. Me now, I'm telling you what, nobody has ever made me feel the way that David Scott makes me feel. It's like little brother, little feelings. You know what I mean? It's just he's adorable and he's just such a kind sweetheart. And I don't know what it is about you, David. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I was a little bit unsure a good few months ago, and I was thinking, but he could just be following the crowd. He could be
Yeah,
saying he thinks I'm nice and all this shit and this, that, and the. Your brain goes into overdrive, doesn't it, at times
it
of all
does.
this stuff on here.
Yeah.
So, you know, as you can imagine, at times, it's not obviously just yourself, other people as well. Many other people felt the same way. I was like, what do I do? And I thought, you know what, Laura, just take it a step at a time, yeah, see what happens, go with the flow. And if David is supposed to be in your life, he will be. Look at flipping that, love. Look at that. I've listened to what you've had to say with different things. I've respected what you've said, and you've certainly listened to me a lot too. You really have, and you've helped me a lot too, darling.
I'll
And I
try
think
to anyway.
you've proved to me, not only just here, like in public, but in private as well. You've proven to me, David, that you are a good person, you are a sweetheart, and you just genuinely want the best for other people as well as yourself. But
Like
you
I
want
said
to
a
be
few weeks ago, I'd
you want to
rather
be
put other
happy.
people in front of me than put me in front of me.
Yes. And this is what I was actually going to come on to soon as well. You're very similar to me with that as well. You want to help people, and that's fine. You don't mind that at all. But like sometimes we get so involved with helping others, we don't help ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's where we need to, like, you know, learn from all of this. It's all well and good helping other people, but we've got to put ourselves first at times as well. I'm always at the back of the queue, mate, when it comes to my
So am
list of
I.
things to do every
So am
day
I.
or people to speak to. I know you're the same. I know you're the
Yeah.
exact same as me when it comes to all that, defo. And we said this before to each other, haven't we?
We
We're
have,
always
yeah.
doing it. We like helping people because we're good, caring, nice, kind people, but then remember this, so guys, don't ever mistake our kindness for a weakness, yeah, because it
Yeah.
ain't no weakness. This is trying to genuinely legitimately help somebody. But if you're going to turn that against us and try and use our kindness and mistake it for a weakness, then we'll sit and swivel, bish. More fool you.
Yeah.
More fool you. Because you don't take people like that. You don't do that. Appreciate if someone's helped you. Don't spin it back around on them like, just, you know, It's
It
nice
takes
to be nice.
it takes me a lot to get mad, but when I get mad, boy, I get mad. But it takes me a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot to get there.
I hope I never see that, sweetheart. But I can imagine, though, you're a very sweet, kind, polite,
Yeah.
adorable guy. Like, it's very difficult to sort of imagine you flipping out. But then if you were to think about me, yeah, you know I'd flip out, bitch.
I
Like,
do. I've seen it.
yeah, you know what I'm like by now, and I wouldn't. I'm too protective and then defensive of other people. I get
Yeah.
protective against myself, of course, at times, like we should all do. But then saying that, like I said before a minute ago, I'm always putting other people first. So then I go back to the back of the queue again. Whatever, fine, whatever, Trevor. But it's, you know, I will not mince my words, darling. After many
No.
years of not saying much and not defending myself for just under a third of my life, I feel like it's now my time to flipping say something, love.
Yeah, I'm the
And
same. I mean, I've been bullied all my life for being big and being gay, and you know, I've had enough of it now.
oh,
You know, it's like,
you
come
tell
on.
him, darling. You tell him straight.
Just
That's
because I'm
it.
gay, people, doesn't mean I don't have an opinion. I do.
Of course, of course. You tell him, sweetie pie. Yes. Sorry, just reading the chat now, guys. True, Laura, dead easy to be horrid, takes no imagination. Lazy people are like that. Very true, sweetheart, from China Doll. Healing Queen. China Doll, apparently the regulations changed, and since then the doctors don't give them out, though. Sorry, through fear of getting into trouble or losing their jobs. It's madness, really. Okay, sorry, must have missed something there. Okay, Healing Queen was saying just before, I used to smoke to help pain, muscle relaxing, and sleep because the doctors refused to give sleep meds, although health conditions cause insomnia. Do you know what? Yeah, they could have at least have attempted to say to you, listen, yeah, love, I could put you into some metazapine, a low dose of metazapine. And yes, you might gain a few pounds, which I did, but no one ever told me that till it was too late. I still say the same dress size I am now. I was just like a stone and a half heavier than I am now. And that was due to metazapine that my doctors put me on a good few years back now. And in the end, yes, it helped me. And I was glad in a way that I went on it. But then when I realised how much weight I was gaining in such a short space of time, and even when I was barely eating at times, I didn't have much of an appetite, I was still gaining all this weight. And it was down to the metazapine because it slows your metabolism down, you see. Hence, metazapine, metabolism. You know what I mean?
It's in
So,
the name, isn't it?
exactly, love. But, however, there are other medications out there that she could take that the doctor could prescribe to her that does not make you gain a lot of weight and also doesn't affect, obviously, any of the medications you're on, da-di-da-di-da, and will help you get a more relaxed night's sleep and be able to just go, nod off more, mate. So, and it's the safest option for you as well, of course, too. But yeah, if I was you, darling, I would speak to your doctor again and be like, listen, yeah, or get another opinion from another GP, another doctor in your surgery. And just be like, listen, all I need is this. Is something to help me sleep, please. I cannot sleep. I'm presuming that you've tried the, what's it called? The non-medical side of things, like the herbal remedies instead, the herbal pills that you can take that are all organic, all natural, all from the ground and the earth and all that jazz. No prescription drugs, no actual drugs in there at all. It's literally all herbal medication to help you sleep. And I have to say, before I went into the medication from the doctors I just said about before, the metazapine, yeah, I was taking a few of these, and it calms. That's it. Calms, they're called. Kalms. Calms. And those
I
were
can
all
vouch
right
for
at
them.
first. Eh?
I can vouch for them. I take them as well.
Right, there you go, love. So David's even taken them too, yeah, and that helps him, which is awesome. So if you at least give those a go first, yeah, darling, if you've not already, of course, try the calm tablets, the herbal tablets instead, the herbal sort of replacements to sleeping pills, because I'd rather you try that first at least. That's not going to interrupt any of your medication you're currently on. Anything that's organic like that and is grown from the ground, the roots, da-di-da, it's all herbal medication. So any form of herbal medication will never, ever, ever, ever affect your prescription medication from the doctors. So bear that in mind too. But yeah, at least give the calms a go. Kalms, calms. Give those a go first, yeah, before you even attempt to try and speak to your doctor again. Because I feel like you need to do that. Defo speak to your doctor, but at least give these a go first. The herbal treatments first, and there are many other things you can try as well that are all herbal, organic, and non-prescription medication that you can go to shops. You can go to Holland and Barrett, you can go to Chinese remedy shops, medicine shops. There are many places you can go, darling, that will help you out.
100%.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, just reading the chat there. Okay, what's that saying now? Just a minute. I take, oh, hang on, Laura, I take Masazmini, put weight on me too. You're right, here we go. It also cause legs to jolt and hurt deep. Right, hang on a minute. If you're feeling the whole jolt leg thing, hurt thing, yeah, that could have been restless leg syndrome, mate. Because I remember back then when I was taking the betazapine to help me sleep at night, yeah, yes, it was helping me sleep better majority of the time for a good while, few months or so, whatever at the time. But I remember having restless leg syndrome, RLS, really bad when I was on that medication as well as others. Best thing you can do for that, love, yeah? Magnesium. Magnesium tablets. You can just pick them up from your local either pharmacy chemist, or you can just get them from your supermarket for a few quid, a couple of quid if that. Magnesium tablets. And just take a low dose to begin with and see how you get on. If you need to speak to your pharmacist or doctor about it, though, of course, beforehand, go for it, not a problem at all. But restless leg syndrome can occur from certain drugs as well as fibromyalgia and ME. So bear that in mind, sweetheart. I know you've got those illnesses, so it could be down to that as well, not just medication. But like I say, take magnesium tablets. Magnesium tablets are very good for restless leg syndrome, like getting cramps in your legs and stuff and your muscles in general, but also those jolts that you can get, yeah. Magnesium can calm that down too. You can also get magnesium sprays for your legs, your arms, wherever you're getting these sensations and feelings of like restless leg syndrome or jolts, cramps, whatever in your body and muscles. You've even got a magnesium spray that you can use that will literally calm all that down and help you sleep better at night and stuff. So bear those things in mind. And oh, sugar, what was the last thing I was going to say? Then hang on. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, hang on. Right, that's another thing too, right? If you've got a bathtub, yeah, a bathtub, then you need to get your ass in there ASAP, please, and get yourself, if you don't have already, some Epsom salts. Epsom bath salts. You can pick them up from Home Bargains for a couple of quid each for a big bag. Supermarkets sell them, but more expensive. Home Bargains, those kind of stores sell Epsom salts, EPSOM space salts at a very good price, very good deal. Grab some of those, Whack them into some nice hot bath water, not too hot, of course, love. Put it in there, mix it in with your hands, and I also add Radox bubble bath. Radox therapy bubble bath mixed in with the Epsom salts is amazing. Epsom salts calms down muscle pain and cramps, any kind of tension in your legs, arms, whatever, it will settle it down. If you have any sprains, sports injuries, anything like that, as well as restless leg syndrome, of course, like I said before, and the whole point while we're here in this one, it helps with that too. Plus, it's also got some magnesium mixed into the Epsom salts as well. So that will really help relax your muscles, calm your body down. And if you were to have an Epsom salt and Radox therapy bath before bed, mate, I'm telling you now, yeah, you will go bobies. You will go to sleep. It will definitely give you some sleep of some kind. And
I
just
can
get a
also
nice
vouch for the
go for it.
Radox bath stuff as well, because that helps with my legs.
Yes, defo. Radox soaked bath things as well as the flipping Epsom salts. Dave, you got to get some of those, mate. Some of the Epsom salts, you will love it. It helps so much.
Next time I get paid, I'll definitely get some.
Yeah, man. They're only a few quid from home bargains or whatever. Even look on online if you need to, like an Amazon, eBay, whatever, or just in general on Google or a Cozy, and you'll find something on there that you can get that's Epsom salts that's a decent price. But yeah, Epsom salts, Radox works a treat in the bath. So do it, people. Give it a whirl at least and give it a good mix around and just lie there in a nice either hot bath or like a warm but not too hot, too cold, you know, just in the middle. You have it the way you want it. Lie back for 15, 20 minutes at least and think of England, love. Think
Don't
of
join me and
love.
fall asleep in the bath with a candle on.
David, wake up! Oh, sick! Oh, flipping heck. Oh, Dorothy be coming in going, wake up! She's trying to wake you up.
Yes, I have done that before. I fell asleep in the bath.
So hang on a minute, right? When you go to the bath, yeah, does she follow you to the bath?
No.
Okay. There's a limit.
Yes.
No, bitch. No. Unless it's an emergency. No, no. No, 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 no.
No.
There's a limit. Yes.
At least I made you laugh, Queen.
Yes, I'm glad we've made you laugh, darling. That's good. Yes, Dave's making you chuckle, sweetie pie. That's what we want. Yes, China doll, give it a go, darling. Please get your magnesium, ladies and gentlemen. Roll up, get your magnesium, yep, some salts and your Radox bath. Yes, definitely. Right, boys and girls, I've just literally seen the time now as I've just glanced over to my left on the side of my phone, and I've seen it's nearly 4:30 in the morning. Well, it's 4:20 to be exact. So, I have some food I need to finish off, smoky foods to finish off, and then I need to get some Bobby time. And your girl is pooped. It's been a long day, and yeah, I'm waxed now, so it's time for Bobies and rest for a couple of days before we get hopefully busy again. We will do. Right, so David, my darling, thank you for being here as always, sweetie pie.
You're welcome.
I'll speak to you soon, very soon.
Yeah.
And yes, Healing Queen, China Doll, and everybody else who's been here tonight, thank you so much for joining. Keep smiling as best as you can, ladies, yeah? Keep being positive. Don't let the buggers get you down. And remember, let the haters be your motivators, as I always say. And there's always somebody out there even worse off than us, yeah? And that's what keeps me going every dang day, you know? Always, you know, count your blessings. count your blessings, be grateful for what you've got, and, you know, just try and be as positive and motivated as you can. And find ways on YouTube to help you as well with all that if you're struggling, because that's what I do at times, and it really can help a lot. So, yeah. Right, darlings, my little bambinos. You're very welcome, China doll. Night, sweetheart. Night, healing queen. Good night, David. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for joining, and I shall see you all soon. Mwah.
Mwah.
Lots of love, everybody. Night. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.